checking to see.
I'm looking on your phone.
You're looking on my phone to see.
Oh, great. Is it gonna do that thing with the black screen again? Wait, nope.
An ad! So it does appear that we are live. Yes, we're good.
Cool.
Oh, is it moving? Yes, it is.
This goes
Okay.
issues.
Yeah.
This is gonna have issues.
Yeah. Do you want to move in a little?
Even?
That way?
You mean out? I called it out, not in.
Move in that direction?
There you go. That's as far as I can get right now.
Okay. Well, because of this.
Well, I can't, babe.
Just turn the tray, please.
Really?
There you go.
You just woke up? I wish I just woke.
Welcome.
I sleep in, right? So
Hey,
I woke
Charlie.
up. When did I wake up? I woke up like 20 minutes ago.
It's 7 a.m. Good morning. Awesome. Here it's 10:10 a.m.
Yes.
Yes.
It is 10:10 a.m.
Yes. It's 11 p.m.
Yes, you're like probably the
Yeah.
latest. Probably the latest, I would say.
Mhm. And Arcane has completed.
Dude.
The reason we put delayed but with cosplay is because we were originally planning to do a party before Arcane Season 2 came out, but I wasn't feeling well.
Well, I think it was also good
cold
too.
or something.
Like, unfortunate for that.
Yeah.
But I think good in a way because there's a lot of spoilers out at that time.
Yeah.
I actually
We
had
talked about
to
that
someone
later. Yeah.
a few days ago, and they won't watch the second season yet because they were spoiled.
Oh.
And I'm like, damn, you won't watch it at all?
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So yeah, we were talking about later how it might have been in our favor that we ended up doing this after.
Yeah.
Because then we were able to good morning / afternoon, Ginger Cat, or should I say afternoon / morning? Because we're in the opposite side. Yeah, and hi to all of KB's friendos on Twitch.
Friendos.
You like that?
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing great. How are you? Loving the cosplay. Thank you.
Hey, how
so
you doing,
if you're
sis?
wondering, oh, that's my sister chatting in. If we're talking to other people, yeah,
I still haven't started watching another GL series instead. I mean, Lex, that happens. Okay,
Yeah.
like these things just happen.
Sis, yes.
There's not like much you can really.
Tizai, your sister.
You know, GL is really powerful. You gotta watch it, okay? You'll get to it, right?
Yeah, are you deliberately dressed in the outfit that Kate invited the Deed and wink wink? Kind of, yeah. So we wanted to do their final look.
I want her to wear an eye patch so bad.
Yeah, the thing is, like, even now I have to kind of squint because I have the contacts in,
Is it harder
the blue.
to see with those?
Yeah,
Oh.
it is. It's easier to read from here, but it, like, you know, like, you can see a little bit of the blue color, and it blurs my vision a little bit. So, I was, like, doing a whole stream with only one eye that doesn't see as well. Like, I figured I couldn't hang in as well. So that said, like, do we have these outfits laying around? No. Like, no one I know in Florida ever wears a turtleneck. So we did go out to the store and somehow managed to find a turtleneck.
It was actually very surprising when I was out looking at something else and I came back and I'm like, is that a turtleneck? They sell them down here?
I know.
I've never seen a turtleneck in the wild in Florida. Okay,
Right.
up north, oh sure, all day.
Yeah.
But like here?
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It even has like the pattern and everything.
Yeah, it has like a ribbing to it. I'm a bit of a Kate
Yeah, it's harder to see the chat on this one.
Oh, I'm a bit Kate lost her eye. Oh yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let me look on here. Sad.
There you go, I moved it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I will say
So, like,
this.
Kate lost her
I
eye.
was very sad
I always
about
thought that she had the most gorgeous eyes in her.
I know.
Even like in the end though, at the very last scene, when you see her like look up.
Thank you so much for the sub.
Yeah, thanks for subbing. When you see her look up, like, we did rewatch it, okay? Because I know people were like, hey, you missed this and that about Jinx. So we did rewatch it. And at the very end, even though Caitlyn has the eye patch, she looks up and still her blue eye just has like the shine of a million stars. Like, it's so pretty. So, hi! How are you doing, Chinmai? Hopefully I pronounced your name right. But it's good to see you again.
Yeah, Yeah, it was really hard because a lot of we were reading some fun comments though in the stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was hard like to try to focus on so much when like terrible destruction was happening, emotional destruction and that.
Yeah.
And like I had to go back to get stuff for us to use for the thumbnail.
Thank you.
And there's some things I agree with and some things I don't. We can talk about that later.
Hi, Mama Zara.
Hey, Mama Zara, how you doing? But overall, like, my God, that was such a masterpiece. I too, R.I.P. Caitlin's eye, because like I was pretty upset about that. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen for lots of reasons. They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
But she's still very gorgeous. Okay?
I know.
Like, my gosh.
Her one eye that she has that's still visible is
look. They can fix it. Okay, they have the technology.
Beautiful. Yeah. We'll have to see if she continues to wear that eye patch if we see her again, which we are definitely hoping
Thank
to.
you so much.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. We're looking good.
Yeah, no, I mean, oh gosh, where?
Yeah, Tizai. My sister laughs because she'll like kind of whine at me, sis.
Yeah,
if you all are wondering,
Twitch.
we are in multiple places. Yeah. And we're on Twitch and YouTube, so we're talking to people in both places. Yeah, hubby and I don't think Jinx is dead. Yeah, tech is available.
Season 1 gave us Enforcer Caitlyn and Undercover Caitlyn. Season 2 gave us Leader Caitlyn, Darth Vampire Caitlyn, and last episode gave us Caitlyn Pirate Queen with her first maid vibe!
I'm here for it, you all. I am here for it. Caitlyn Pirate Queen.
That's cute.
What is that for?
It's Nightbot.
Oh, okay.
I made a thing for Nightbot and it doesn't work.
Oh.
Just ignore Nightbot.
Okay, we'll ignore Nightbot.
But yeah, I mean, the amount of outfits that Caitlyn got was just amazing, okay?
Yes.
I liked every single one of them. I am very partial to the one with her, like, in that awesome intense battle gear, though, with her hair up. Oh my gosh. There is a shirt, okay, based off of that Riot has not used to make Caitlyn merch. And I am very upset about this. Because you look at this shirt, and because someone else made it, and you're just like, it's glorious, okay? It is just the most prettiest shirt I've ever seen. And
so they took Riot's merch.
Yeah.
And they put it on a shirt, and Riot didn't do
Riot's
that.
not gonna make it. They already asked them, and Riot will make it. So I'm like, well, guess I'm gonna buy that shirt. Oh well. But it's like,
but they do have a shirt out over on a Target. No, it's not a shirt. It's a sweatshirt that has Caitlyn, and it's kind of similar. It has the outline of Caitlyn. Oh, that's weird.
Dude, you wouldn't believe the slander Vi is getting because she finally decided to be selfish and choose her own happiness after her sister. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are upset about that, and what I say is just like, you can't please everyone, and what I also say to that is Jinx is the one that threw her in that cell and locked her in after she punched her. What is up with that? We didn't even talk about that though, right? They don't talk about that. They just talk about how Vi did a terrible thing, and I'm like, what? She tried to get her sister to go with her. Right. And then, you know, Jinx threw her in the jail, locked her in, and then left her. So, I mean, I don't really know what they expect her to do. And we have no idea how much time passed since she did that, too. Right? Yeah. I know. Vi is getting a lot of flack. She generally does get a lot of flack. As does Caitlyn. Hey, Ichigo.
Hi, Ichigo.
How you doing?
Good morning from us.
Yes.
Let us know where you all are chiming in from. And I do have a list of discussion topics that I have prepared.
Oh yeah, she made discussion topics again.
Yeah, like I did for Sailor Moon. I also made one for Arcane.
Haha.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, thank you so much for joining Fandom Live!
Yeah, thank you for joining us! That means so much to us.
You get access to kitty cat emojis!
Kitty cat emojis.
How is everyone doing after watching Arcane, by the way?
That's a good question.
I need to know. I was a mess. Okay, I'm still processing it.
Let me search for... Here we go.
Yeah, Jenny's got like a list of stuff to do.
Yeah. But yeah, let's first talk about how we're doing. Honestly, I'm doing better than I was like after we first finished watching it. I was kind of, as you all know, we were kind of like, that's the end? Like, really? And sort of in disbelief. And now I've had some time to let the fact that that's the end settle.
Yeah, are people dead? Jinx literally gave her permission to be happy with Caitlyn. Like, she got her sister's blessing. Let our girl be happy.
Yeah. Just got your first stipend.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Yes, that means so much.
I think the thing is though is that we have a lot of really big Jinx fans, and like people already were mad at Vi in season 1 because they do feel like Vi chose Caitlyn over her sister. Vi is a grown-up. She can do what she wants, okay? And if anything, regardless whether Jinx is alive or not at the end of season 2, when we go to the alternate universe of the first episode of Act 3, it shows that these two cannot coincide and both live. Or be around each other at the very least. I think that is very interesting. It's very powerful in itself, right? Because you had what could have been, literally.
Yeah.
And Vi's the one that went bye-bye, which was really sad to see that.
Yeah.
And yes, Powder was a different person completely. But it's just like, I don't know. It's an interesting thing that they have got going on. And maybe it ties into League. I don't know. I kind of part of me wants to play League, but I'm like, when would I have time?
Yeah. Well, I think maybe more so, what is the card game called? Is it
Runeterra.
Runeterra?
Just finished Arcane, but it was so bad.
Huh? I'm a little confused. Just finished edit for Arcane, but was so bad. Like
I love Caitlyn. I think she is magical, amazing. She's done some questionable things.
Yeah, as has everyone. And that's why I was
That's why Maddie!
That's what I was gonna say. That's why I was so uncertain about Maddie.
Oh, I didn't trust her.
Yeah, because literally everyone, even Precious Cupcake, like sweet Precious Cupcake, even she did some questionable ass things.
Did.
So for Maddie to come in acting really innocent was really sussy to me.
Oh my gosh, that episode with the alternate timeline and Vi was dead, legit cried, not my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolutely.
That's the we were like, okay, but where's Vi?
Yeah, where's Vi?
Where is
I
she?
had a feeling though when we were seeing this, and I'm like, wait, we haven't seen her yet. Is she not? Either she's not around or she's dead. And yeah, that was really sad to see.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about Maddie, you like her, you don't like her, she's getting a lot of hate.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are happy she's gone. And I mean, she tried to go after our girl, so I understand why that happened. But I'm not cheering for what happens.
Oh, no, Arcane was great, but my edit of Arcane is so bad.
You make edits of Arcane? No. We're very interested. Okay, so we haven't gone down the after Arcane's over yet. We did start watching one of the meme videos. We gotta get back to it. But if any of y'all have some fun Arcanas, let us know.
Yeah.
We need to start cheering up in these times.
Yeah, you can't drop links in the chat, but you can on the video. Let's check real quick on our Throne account. We haven't checked it. So we did post a link for that. Do you want to type it in?
Okay.
Let's see. No, okay, yeah. Okay. Gotta log in real quickly. So my first question while KB looks that up was, when did you first watch Arcane? Obviously we're talking about season 1. And for us it was in, I believe,
a month after.
A month? Was it? Because it came out November. We watched like January.
I thought we watched it at the tail end of December and watched, I don't remember. Maybe it was January. 2 months after? It wasn't quite 2 months though.
Yeah. And then in February we started our channel. LOL, Ethan and I both laughed and cheered when Maddie died. Little traitor. I've seen a lot of people say that. I just was like, karma.
That's what I think is karma, right?
Yeah.
But no, the stuff that bothers me about the whole stuff with Maddie is that people are making like really interesting posts on Tumblr about it, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not my feel-good scene. I'm not gonna watch that if I'm having a bad day.
I know, that's what people were saying, like, when I'm having a bad day, I'll just watch Maddie die, and I'm like, I'm not quite that vindictive, but I do think, like, she got her just desserts.
And it was very obvious that she was going to do something, right? At first, I was kind of like pulling for the new enforcers because obviously I didn't want any of them. Waters dying was very upsetting, actually.
Yeah, but we don't know. Like, was he working for Ambessa also or no?
We don't
know. We don't really know.
We don't really know.
Jennifer says we have Caitlyn and Vi first meeting in prison. Where do they have an intimate makeup moment? A prison cell. Love how Caitlyn removed her top and blows the hair on her face to Vi's surprise.
Dude, no, Caitlyn, just go back and watching that scene. Caitlyn is just basically, she's in charge. And then she's just like, that's fine, just take me. And I'm like, okay, hello.
Like, it just was so satisfying. And the main criticism that I've seen of the prison scene was that
it's the prison.
That it's in prison. but
they kiss in a sewer.
The fact is that their whole relationship, like, they're not exactly going out on romantic dates.
They don't have time for that. But they also kissed in a sewer.
What makes their relationship what it is is the fact that they grow closer through the missions that they're looking to accomplish, through this alliance. And of course, this story is a story about war. So they form an alliance, which becomes more. And the fact that they had that happen, like, in a prison cell, I feel like it wasn't surprising at all. I watched it first time about after a year.
Oh,
okay, yeah. So you still were waiting a while. I'm fairly jealous of people who have only watched this like a few months ago because they didn't have to wait as long as we did. We were also shocked over her betrayal. It allowed us to go back and find all the little subtle hints that showed us how sus she was.
I mean,
was there anything that you noticed specifically?
Because I was already kind of like, trust her, right? It's like when you first meet her, when she meets up with Vi, like, okay, she's like, you know, she's a cute little like, ginger, right?
Yeah.
And then when she ends up
with cinnamon roll.
But with Caitlyn, I'm like, I don't know, there's some sussy stuff going on here. She gave me sussy back. And then she proved my point, and I was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
I gotta wonder how Caitlyn must have felt though, because she's usually pretty like smart.
Yeah. So, Charlie says, first kiss in a sewer,
Yes!
first intimacy in a prison
Yes.
cell. A lot of girls are a little freaky with their locations.
They're
I think
in the
very,
wartime, though.
They're also very busy. So,
Yeah.
I think that that's part of the excitement. It's like watching, like, an assassin movie where they just, like, are wearing those sleek dresses and on the go, and all of a sudden, just in a moment of passion, they, like, you know what I mean? There's a, like, steamy hookup. It has that kind of vibe to me.
It does, and that's why a lot of people are mad too, is because they're like, well, Maddie got that. I'm like, yeah, but do you really think that Caitlyn was like just having, she was just there, okay, temporarily there for Caitlyn.
Yeah.
And when Maddie tried to show any other affection, Caitlyn's like, I'm done with this, right? It's like, it's not the same thing.
Oh, Ichigo Senpai says, I don't know how to send a link, but it is on my YouTube channel. All right, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there isn't, no one but us can put links in the chat. That's just the way YouTube is set up. But you can link, like, in the comment section of the video if there's stuff that you all want us to check out. And in our, like, community posts and stuff like that, those are the places where you all can post links. And yeah, we definitely welcome you. Like, even if it's 3 years from now and you're like, oh, here's something from Arcane, like, we literally always want to hear about Arcane.
She's a go-getter, Charlie. She just likes cupcakes, okay? If you can do this and get cupcake, why not? But no, I agree. I thought that was suspicious as well. No. But I was like, I mean, you know, and then Act 2 happens, and I'm like, ah!
Do you want to pull Twitch back up for us?
Sure.
Okay.
I will pull that back up for you.
I only made one AMV edit of Vi and Caitlyn. Ooh,
listen,
Vi and
AMVs are great.
Yeah,
they help us cope.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean, let's see. Ginger Cat says, yes, Caitlyn and Vi seem to like trying things in unique, unusual places. I mean, hey, listen, just spice it up, all right? It's just, I find it was okay. I feel like the way they did it in the song, oh my god.
It suited their relationship.
It really works.
KB pulled up the song after, because I didn't quite notice the song. I was paying attention to some other things at the time. And KB pulled up the song and had me listen to it, and she goes, and I was like, this is a sex song if I've ever heard one. Like, it just really is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, like, you just, things in Arcane are never as they seem, right? And yeah, so we'll never know about Loris because, you know, unfortunately Loris is gone.
Yeah.
I'd like to think he was just buddy-buddy with Vi. We don't know.
I would like to think
Charlie says, that's the only reason I can stomach the scene where Maddie is in her bed. I laugh at how Caitlyn is very cold and dismissive towards her. That was enough to convince me she only loves Vi. And here's the thing, though, and people are mad at Caitlyn for this, too. They were separated at the time, and, you know, Caitlyn's just like, hey, listen, I need some girls, okay? That's just what it is.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, some people, they really expect some, I don't know how to word it, but people to stay true to someone that they're not in a relationship with.
Yeah.
To me, I think, like, unless you've made an agreement, then there isn't a reason to abstain from being with other people. And
Caitlyn basically was trying to tell her what's up, you know? And then Vi didn't care anyway. Oh
Yeah.
man, Ichigo. The reasons why people hate Caitlyn is long. It's a lot of stuff. Mostly because of Jinx, I would say. Season 1 in Jinx, they really just despise her because they feel like she took Vi away from her sister. Vi's a grown up; she can make her own decisions. And then again in season 2, because instead of chasing after Jinx after she locked her in there, and then she didn't go after her.
Yeah.
So, and there's other reasons too. You know, I do think it's really interesting, though, that the way that they made these trailers seem, though, for the season upcoming, it really did seem like there was going to be a battle between Caitlyn and Jinx, and that never happened.
Yeah.
You had Vi fighting Jinx, and then Caitlyn fighting Savika.
Right.
And the way that and I was wondering, too, I'm like, are we really going to get a showdown? Because when you go to Shaman Jinx, I love calling her that, you hear her voice, and you look at Caitlyn's team looking up with her gun, and I'm like, are they going to fight? They never did fight.
No.
They actually didn't have to, after the whole situation, and Jinx saved her life. I mean, there's a lot of character development, a lot of character building.
Your app is telling you to drink water. I have a little tiny bit of water left.
I have water. I refilled mine.
Can you read that out for me?
I don't understand people that can hate and slander on Kate. That kind of rhymes, and I like it. But then go and justify why they love Silco, who does way worse things. Again, I think it's because they like Jinx so much and they want her to be happy. And let's talk about it. Jinx can't be happy, okay? This is really sad because the Isha thing was really upsetting. I'm not surprised the way they went down her route. And even in alternate universe, she can't be happy, right?
I think the reason is because Caitlyn comes from money. I think people are like
there's that
resentful of people with money. Some people are. The Caitlyn haters, I think that's part of it, is what I'm saying.
Amity haters.
And also just like, yeah. I think that's a big reason.
Yeah, I do too as well.
They think everyone with money is evil, so right away. But it's like Caitlyn, you know, she just was born into a family with money.
Yeah.
And not only that, like, the fact that she was just born into that, she even rejects the privilege that she's given to be able to work at a tidy little fancy desk job. Yeah. She wants to make a difference. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's part of why she's hated. I agree. Chinmai about Unusual Place kind of made it more spicy and interesting. I definitely agree with that. And I think that, like, what's so fun, like, we both really like reading Kate Vi fanfics. So now there's more inspiration for even more Kate Vi fanfics based on the new scenes that we have. So, like, yes, the story only has, like, these kind of really exciting, interesting places that they get close in, but then people are able to, through fan fiction, write out all these other stories with them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the thing is that, you know, when we watched the last episode of Act 1 and stuff happens that's not great, I'm like, okay, but things are gonna get better. And then when you see Caitlyn again in Act 2 and you see how she's like a lot lighter with Vi and everything, you're just like, yeah, she really is, you know, she's making it up already. And I love the two of them working together. I like it how they tried to deceive the audience, and I'm like, there's absolutely no way that she's taking Vi in because she's giving it to Mbessa a silver platter.
I didn't
there
believe
were people
it
that did,
either.
and I'm like, you're not really a Kate Vi fan.
Do you want to read?
Charlie says, it's interesting that... Wait, no, hang on. At least our cupcake came back at the end and redeemed herself. Yeah. I agree 100%. She definitely did redeem herself. I love that. Just that her becoming, like, such good at sliding down mountains and pouncing on the angry oil slick. I thought that was wonderful.
Pouncing on the angry oil slick.
I love it. And Ginger Cat says, it's interesting that Vi calls herself the dirt under Caitlyn's fingernails that Caitlyn won't be able to get rid of. A lot of people have some issues with that, too.
Really?
And I was actually read a Tumblr post, and someone said that that's just how this world is. That's how they talk to each other. Yeah. Like, there's nothing disgusting about that. But that means she's not going anywhere. So there you go. And that's how Vi says things. I mean, come on. Yeah. She was dying in season 1, and she's flirting with Caitlyn, okay? Ichigo says, Caitlyn got tired of hating on Jinx. I do feel like Caitlyn did get tired, because if we go back to when they had Act 2, she even says that, you know, it's just been such a long... She didn't expect it to take as long as it did, right? And you can tell she's exhausted. And Mbessa's just like, you have to keep going. But Mbessa manipulated the F out of Caitlyn. You know, she's like, as long as you know she's out there, right? And I'm just like, Mbessa, girl, no.
It seems like when it started, this hunt for Jinx, it was really about, like, the grief and rage that Caitlyn was feeling at the time.
The Memorial was attacked.
She was really, and that too.
in my opinion, is what set it off the most is when they attacked when the memorial was happening.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, Jinx had nothing to do with that.
No.
But Caitlyn didn't know that. Just like
Jinx
Jinx didn't know she killed Caitlyn's mom, but then she also said not that it made much of a difference. So, yeah. It's a lot more, like, you can go back and watch, and you'll see stuff like that. You'll be like, okay, that's interesting, right? That's how this show works. But there's so much going on.
Feel so bad for Kate.
Yeah.
Kate, she went through a lot this season.
I can't believe they still did that. Charlie says, people are also mad that we didn't get an official apology from Kate for her actions hurting Vi. She may not have done it verbally, but she showed it strongly through. And I've been telling that. Jen and I have been talking about that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are mad about that. I'm like, there's multiple ways to show that you are sorry about that, okay? You can look at the remorseful face of Caitlyn after she does the thing. You can look at Caitlyn's face when Vi, when they reunite again in Act 2. And you could also see when they're together in the prison scene that she touches her down there with her and the Vi's like, I'm done, you know what I mean? Like, she's shown that she's sad about it. And it's not this kind of show. It's not their relationship. They don't really sit down and hat-to-hat talks like this, right? They don't have time. There's a water going on.
They're on the go, being total badasses together. We hope together, right? Like, sometimes not, but they're too busy.
Oh my gosh.
Accomplishing missions.
Can we talk about Mel and Caitlyn versus Mbessa?
That was amazing.
Dude!
I am so here
I loved every moment of that. Yeah. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That duo needs to happen again.
Right?
I mean, holy crap. That was just like, I want to rewatch that.
Yeah.
Like, it was great. I also appreciate, though, when Caitlyn went in over her head, obviously. She could not take Mbessa on hand-to-hand, but she tried her best, right?
Yeah.
But damn.
People hate Kate because she's from a noble.
We agree with that 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Which is not her fault.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And she uses what she has to help people.
She does.
So for someone who was born into what she has, she could just go about her life and not care, but she does care.
Yeah. I mean,
she cares about justice. She cares about
so much.
Making the Undercity a better place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with her not real dictator, she really didn't become much of a dictator. It was really Mbessa doing everything, and she was kind of like the figurehead. She was telling her, like, what is the justification for violence, right? And she's talking about, like, all these, like, why are people being arrested, right?
Yeah.
She's still just, like, being really soft and caring. Charlie says, that one of my favorite parts of one of my favorite parts that's been seen. Caitlyn softly touches the same spot on Vi's stomach where she hit her as if silently apologizing for her. Exactly!
And I think that's, like, the way of Arcane,
and
right?
I love it.
It does a lot of what people call, like, show, don't tell.
Yeah.
Where you see things and you learn things from watching, from the art, from the movement of it, rather than them spelling it all out for you, which is also why we miss some things, especially during our walkthroughs that we did. Because there's so much packed into it. It's really so much to take note of.
It really is. And that in this show, you don't necessarily have to have words. You just have the looks, right? They're just so good at how they express these characters' feelings.
Yeah.
So when you have, like, that soft side of Caitlyn showing, especially when they're, having in the prison cell, it's just like, damn. And, Vi's just like, yeah, okay, whatever, pulls her in. She's just like, I'm not here for this right now.
Yeah.
But, and then, like I said, she tried to explain that, like, she was with someone before, and then Vi didn't care, right? So she's telling her things. True. But that's not good enough, right? They have to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Read this most interesting Tumblr post last night, and one of the biggest things was this person saying they really should have had a big, long conversation. And I'm like, where the hell would there have been time for that?
Yeah.
Because there's a war going on,
right?
And we only have 9 episodes, and this is the last season. They don't got time for this, okay? I mean, I would say that Caitlyn was already trying to make up for it in Act 2 when they met again, right? And she's helping Vi with her plan. And, she's just like, mongoose.
So our next question, oh god.
You have more,
the next question is if you all have a favorite weapon. I would say or power. I wrote favorite weapon because I took some of these questions and changed them from
Charlie
the Sailor Moon chat.
I noticed through the whole thing how extra and soft Kate is. I could feel her telling Vi that she would stick by her and look after her from that point. Exactly.
Like you can feel it.
You can feel it. Like they do such an amazing with just their eyes and their facial expressions. And if you're really looking, and you don't even have to, but if you're really looking, you can see all these little details. And you're just like, anyway, did anyone notice the mole on Caitlin's stomach?
Katie asked me about it. You're like, isn't it cute her mole. I'm like, I didn't notice her mole.
She finally shows her love for Vi over her revenge.
Oh,
Exactly.
I love how you worded that.
I did too.
So yeah, favorite weapon or power.
Oh, jeez.
Because I took some of these questions and changed them over from the Sailor Moon chat where it was favorite power, which they do use their like moon rod and things like that. But yeah, favorite weapon or power. For me, I really liked Mel's.
Oh
Mel's
my
ability.
gosh.
Yeah.
The golden girl.
Mhm.
She really just surprised me. And I'm so happy she lived because that was my other concern when season 2 was going to start. I was like, okay, Cassandra, I'd love to her to live. But if they also had killed Mel too, I would have been absolutely just a mess.
Ginger Cat says a lot of Vi and Caitlyn's communication is done through body language.
It's very
body
true.
language and sass. Okay?
That's very true.
That's their conversation.
Ichigo Senpai says they don't need to speak. Wait. It's glitching out for a second.
Because the show.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now, because the show is in their eyes. Exactly!
I
When
can
you
see
know
it,
how
yeah.
to look.
Like,
even if you're not one of these people that gets so invested in shows, you just the looks, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, go to Caitlyn's look when she blew her hair out of her face. I was like... Also, did anyone notice, too, that when Caitlyn was like this and she told Vi she's predictable, that she had the same look as she's talking to the Guidance girl?
Like, people took the 2 pictures and put them...
I was like, that's the Guidance girl look!
Yeah. Did you have a favorite power or weapon?
Oof. Honestly, I really like Mel's, but honestly,
Yeah.
I really want to get me some of them gauntlets.
I
can see myself having some fun with those gauntlets.
Yeah, nice.
You know?
Yeah, and we already talked about it a little bit. That Caitlyn Vi team up was everything.
Oh. Do you have a place where you were walking in line and someone suddenly stopped walking in and all the people bumped into each other?
Do you have a story when people were walking in line? No.
I've seen something like that, but it was very quick.
Here's the situation. I do remember when I was waiting in line and I went to Universal, like, it was after the lockdowns when they were still sort of like reopening everything, and you could go to Universal Studios in Orlando and you could wait like in line to go on these rides and things, but you were supposed to stay with your family and then have like 6 feet in front and behind, and like the people behind us kept creeping up on us, and I kept looking back and making comments like, I didn't know our family became extended. So that did happen when we were supposed to have more space, and I was looking at them like, yeah, who invited you into our family?
Exactly. Charlie says, I freaking love Mel this season. Girl became an OP badass, and yes, the Mel K team up duo was one of my fave moments of the final battle.
Yeah.
Ichigo Senpai says, I have to go, but it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you too, Senpai.
Thanks for joining again. It was fun to have you.
Jinx and her minigun, it suits her. Yeah.
So, do you want Jinx's minigun then, Ginger Cat? Is that the power or weapon you want?
I was just saying what's your favorite, not the one you want.
Oh.
But that said, I think that Mel's power-up, it really represented Vi's saying of what makes you different makes you strong. Because she had a different kind of strength all along than what her mom wanted.
Really
her
like
mom,
Mel.
similar to Vi and Powder, right? Where Vi had a very outward, easy to see. You look over and you see her. You can tell that she's a tough, strong girl. You can tell that you're not going to mess with her. She's intimidating.
Yeah.
And Powder wasn't, but she was able to make all kinds of little gadgets and gizmos. And the same, very similar in Bessa and Mel. And Bessa is like, you're not the wolf that I wanted you to be. You're not strong enough. You're not willing to do what's necessary. But
She'll show you
Mel was very good at playing the political games to rise and get what she wanted on the council. So she already had this kind of strength that was more inward and that her mom didn't really know how to recognize. But then here she gets another ability that isn't pure force. It's like, it's magic, which is sort of more tied to like intuitive, inward sense of concept. Yeah.
I really like Mel's development. I thought it was so interesting because, you know, we didn't know much about her really in season 1. We knew some of the stuff that she was experiencing, things that she was painting, and some of the stuff she expressed. Yeah. But like, you know, when she had that, that's unfortunately room with Kino, and you just like see how she's breaking and she's upset. You don't really see that side of her. She's got these walls up, right? Can we also appreciate the fact that Black Rose decided to take on the form of that girl that her mom killed? older.
Right?
I was like, damn, they brought
We
her back.
were waiting for that to come back around. Yeah. And we thought that the Black Rose had to do with that. But it wasn't that the Black Rose had to do with that. It was that the Black Rose did end up using that
and I was like,
moment to
damn, they
bring
brought
it
her back
around.
older.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, Mel's just something else. She really is. And I'm curious to see if they do anything more with her.
I was thinking about
character
that.
too.
It seems like they're going to focus on Noxus. Is that what was said?
Yeah,
Okay,
seemingly it says that then potentially Noxus would be the next location.
Phoebe's been researching.
Yeah, I've been researching.
So the characters we know so far from Noxus are Mbessa,
and
Mel, and Kino, who seemingly might have passed away.
Mbessa, I think confirmed he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he is. But we got to see a really cool model of him, even though it wasn't really him.
Yeah. Okay. The next question on my list, would you rather live in Piltover or Zon?
So here's my question to you. Are we talking about how it is in the main timeline, or are we talking about how it is in the alternate universe?
In the alternate universe, it seems like they kind of came together more. It's a good question. What do you prefer?
Let's see. Charlie says, people were also scared Vi was going to be pissed that Kate had slept with someone else. I think we all cheered when she was pretty much like, yeah, don't care. You're mine now. I mean, I think the thing about it is, like, Vi, again, she's a grown-up, right?
Yeah.
She's like, whatever. You
Yeah.
know, even though she didn't do that herself, she had a different thing that she was doing. It didn't mean she would be. And honestly, I don't really think, in my opinion, it would have been in character if she was upset about that, right? She was upset with Caitlyn working with Mbessa.
Yeah.
Fair, okay?
Yeah,
that was like, whoa. Because there were some people speculating when they showed what's coming up ahead for Part 3 that conversation was seemingly Mbessa, but it was about Maddie. And I'm like, nah, I don't think so. I think it's Mbessa. And it was Mbessa.
Yeah.
When they were fighting.
For me, like, I've never cheated on someone, okay? Yeah. But, like, especially in college and after, like, I dated around. And I was dating multiple people because I hadn't made any promises to them to be exclusive with them, right? So at that time, in my opinion, it was pretty clear they hadn't seen each other in maybe 6 months. Like, they weren't officially together. They weren't even in contact or anything like that. So I think that Caitlyn at that time was free to be with someone else, as Vi would have been.
Yeah.
And then when they came back together and were getting close again and they were going to be exclusive with each other again, that's when that sort of, maybe it wasn't explicitly said, but that like not unspoken sort of agreement came to be.
Absolutely.
So to me, I think that like people were, I know we got a comment, like everyone's had a side chick. I've never cheated on someone, but for me, I have, again, dated multiple people while I was figuring out who I wanted to be with.
Yeah. Ginger Cat says, so does that mean we will see more of that Mel in the future stories? It's possible. We don't know 100%. One thing I can say, though, is that there was a question asked by Amanda Overton if Caitlyn was going to ever discover what happened when they were younger with Jace, the Hex Tech, and Powder. And all she said was not yet. So
she said, like, no, not yet.
Not yet. But like, nothing happened in Act 3. So we're wondering if either it's going to be, like, another show down the line, or if they're going to do it in a cinematic.
Or could it have been a director's cut.
Or a director's cut, or something. We don't know.
Yeah.
But as far as Mel, I would think if they do Noxus, I would think it would be terrible not to have Mel. Because I still think there's more to her story. Like, now she's this...
She's a tie-in.
She's a tie-in, but she's also, like, this very interesting character that is Noxian and also, you could say, Black Rose, right? That's what makes her so special. I do not know what that says. I don't know if I can translate it. Not that. This one.
Oh, okay.
I can try to grab it.
I'm glad you're explaining that they were apart for some time and not 100% exclusive, because there's a lot of people accusing Kate of being a cheater.
I know, and I hate that so much. It really does bother me because she's not cheating.
In my opinion, she's not.
Don't know what that
means. It's Russian.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I like seeing like different types of dialects and stuff like that.
Different languages.
Yeah, and I think the big thing about it is like that's one of the really biggest complaints. There's a lot of big complaints, but one of the biggest complaints with the Kate Vi situation is that Caitlyn was with Maddie, and that how dare she be in a bed with Maddie? And I'm like, dude, like, it's fine, okay? She wasn't as invested in Maddie, and had she given a choice, she would have chosen Vi all day. So That's the thing. I'm tired of the hate that these characters are getting that makes no sense. If the character did something terrible, I could be like, okay, cool, I get it, right? But this stance, I can't. Charlie says, and then cheating again on Maddie because she slept with Vi without ending things properly. I'm just like, oh, please, Maddie was a rebound!
Yeah, and the fact is, like, what kind of relationship did Caitlyn have with Maddie? It can't have been too romantic.
No.
Okay? Like, I mean, Kate and Vi, they have a whirlwind kind of romance, but it's not like whining and dining. What she had with Maddie could have been something that was more like whining and dining kind of thing.
It could have been.
But we don't see anything like that. All that we see is them hooking up. Yeah. So could they? And she did say that she was seeing someone.
And trying to
show
affection,
I think that they were coming off.
Like, nope.
Yeah, coming off a little bit more like friends with benefits.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
that's
and she says, "Oh yeah, I was seeing
was.
her," but like, how much was she seeing her? I really think it comes off like friends with benefits. And I did talk about this a little in our members only live after we had watched Act 2. Was that for me, and my situation was different. But in college, I had a best friend who lived like a couple doors over and in the same dorm as me, and she and I got very close, and we would like very close, but we still had more of a friendship where like we would kiss, but we were like going on dates with other people and encouraging each other, and both of us knew and understood like this is not a romantic situation. I think from Caitlyn, like that was more of her attitude. She was more like, maybe we physically comforted each other, but like I'm not trying to be your girlfriend. And Maddie was trying to kind of make her girlfriend.
I don't blame her.
But from that scene, that was what I got of it. Yeah. Was, of course, like, she's kissing on Caitlyn, and Caitlyn's like, yeah, let me talk about work.
Go to work.
Yeah.
She did say she'd come back to bed again, because she's still trying to be that sweet side. Yeah. And then let's go to the scene where, you know, she's trying to figure things out, and Maddie's trying to offer her comfort, and she's like, I don't want it, right? So it's very clear there didn't need to be a breakup, okay? It really wasn't that serious, but Caitlyn still wanted to be upfront with Vi about it, and obviously she just, you know, she doesn't care.
Like, maybe there was an actual breaking up with Maddie.
Maybe. Just off screen.
But we didn't see it. Yeah. Like, there's a lot that's implied. They don't have time to show a lot of these relationship things. No. You kind of have to infer based on what they show you. That's what it came off to me.
Ginger Cat says, yes, Maddie was just there for temporary comfort. I agree with that. And I think that's what people need to understand, that it's not cheating, it's not being anything, it's just her having some fun, okay? Charlie says, did you notice in episode 8 when they were talking strategy and Maddie tried to touch her hand? Yes. I was so annoyed by how persistent she was being, but then laughed when Caitlyn flinched away with her hand. Absolutely. That's what I was talking about. Like, she's like, I don't need this, right? She's telling her this. Do we also appreciate the glares or the daggers that she was giving Vi when Vi was there, when she was eavesdropping too?
Yeah.
Like, I really
we saw a clip. Someone pulled a clip of when Vi walks in all enraged, and Maddie like looks over, like she kind of like winced at her, like
she's like obviously
like that's right.
Yeah, and there's also people that are surprisingly, that when we go back to Act 2, when Caitlyn switches sides, let's just say, and I'm like, and Bessa said it herself, right? Like, she doesn't want her to be distracted.
Yeah.
Charlie says, and also, did you see Maddie's annoyed look when Vi walked into the room? I was like,
that's right. Vi's reclaimed her place by Caitlyn's side.
And honestly, if we go back to Act 1, when Maddie first meets Vi, she talks about how she knows things from Caitlyn. So Maddie already knows how into Vi Caitlyn is. Okay, come on now.
Yeah.
It doesn't take rocket science to figure that out. But again, I think whether you hate it or not, it was very powerful to see Act 2, Episode 1 opening, like, with Maddie and Caitlyn together, intimate like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
you know what it reminded me of was when we were watching Batwoman with Ruby Rose. And they had that opening scene of her and Regan, was her name Regan? And yeah, the whole show opens with them like waking up the morning
Which is
after,
huge.
and they were in bed together.
Yes.
And I remember at the time, like, there was an article that we read talking about how big of a deal that was.
Yeah.
So this reminded me of that as well.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, just another morning waking up with a hot girl in my bed as
Heck
a woman.
yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, man.
yeah.
Regan's so hot.
I think people what they're doing to Caitlyn like can be considered slut shaming. And I think, yeah, part of it is just that perception.
I mean, the thing is that I mean, people have their own ship who you want to ship, have your own opinions, but some of them I'm kind of like, what? Because someone's like, Vi could do better. Vi should have been with someone else. And I'm just like, why? Because you don't agree with what happened? Like, you gotta chill out, okay? Then Charlie says, Maddie looked like she was gonna try and say something to Vi before. I know, I wanted her to. I'm sitting here and I'm like, is she gonna say something? Is she gonna say something?
That would have been fun to see.
And she didn't. And I'm like, well, that doesn't mean she's still not a baddie.
That
Maddie the baddie.
Fun to see.
Yeah. Dude, I was not surprised with her betrayal at all. I know there was a lot of people that were, and I'm like, really? Yeah. I mean, no one in this show is, like, innocent like this, okay? It's just not like that.
You never answered the question, Piltover or Zon.
Oh, I would still say Zon. I mean,
Zon.
I would say the other Piltover, but there's no Vi there, so that's awful.
Yeah.
You can't be living there.
I know. The other Piltover. Well, what about the other Piltover with Zon? That would be your ideal place to live.
Maybe, yeah, that would be cool. Let's see. Charlie says, lol. Also, Maddie tried bumping into Vi as she walked out. Didn't work. Vi's too solid. She just bounced off. I saw that. I was like, oh, God.
Nice try, Maddie.
Yeah,
nice try.
She tried. I mean, she's fall. I mean, it would have been so interesting if she had bumped and fell.
In talking about Maddie, like you mentioned to me, a lot of people were...
Oh, thank you so much for the follow.
Yay!
I'm like, where does that sound coming from?
It's Twitch. A lot of people were hating on the voice actor, and the deal is that
oh my gosh! Okay.
What is it? Read the comment.
One thing that drives me absolutely bananas
is it my comment?
When people come after voice actors.
Yeah.
They don't have a say on how these characters are created.
Mm-hmm.
And the hate that Maddie's VA is getting is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? To a point where it's like, are you for real? Like, I believe I read something that they're sending her death threats. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, it's very common in fandoms to send death threats now. I mean, it's just one of those things. And I'm like, okay, but she literally didn't do anything wrong. Charlie says, it also shows Maddie's eavesdropping after she left. Oh, absolutely. Well, so I thought that was sussy, but then I also was jealousy too. I'm like, it's two things. It's sus and jealousy.
I think it could be both. Yeah. I think it's both. Yeah.
Yeah, I just... And she's like such a... This voice actor's so sweet, right?
Yeah.
If anyone's familiar, apparently she has played Mass Effect Andromeda, which I need to replay that because she plays a lesbian in it. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, can we not hate on the VA? Like, it's one thing to hate on the character, which people are going to do that no matter what. Of course. But to actually come after the VA... And people were even, I think, was sending some not very nice things to Katie for Caitlyn's VA, too, with the whole thing with Maddie. And I'm like, guys, could you not... Because that's really upsetting. Can you imagine just getting, like, hate and threatening stuff just for, like, voicing something you're really into or liking a character you really like? And
it's so disappointing because it, like, playing those kind of characters, a lot of actors had so much fun. Playing characters that are mean or that are villains. And
I would love to play a villain. It'd be so fun.
Right? It would be so fun. And then the fact that you have to fear for your safety because some fans are that unhinged that they don't understand the difference between fantasy and reality is really unfortunate.
Or they don't want to.
And I have seen like actors leave roles.
Yeah.
Because they were getting, luckily this one's over and it was short, but because they were getting so much hate from fans for the character they portrayed. Yeah. And it's just like touch grass. You know what I mean?
Let's go back to Batwoman really quickly. When Ruby Rose was cast as Kane, people were mad about that. Yeah. I thought she made an incredible Kane.
I think she made an incredible.
She needs a fan.
Kane.
We need more air conditioner.
Let's be clear.
Charlie says, okay, little hate on characters, but the VAs are just doing their job. My gosh, people, what's wrong with you? I mean, that's the problem.
Fact that you hate them the character means they're doing a good job at their job.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm watching things, and, you know, with KB, and she's like, I can't stand him. And I'm like,
it's always these men in tight
you're supposed to hate
I
him.
know.
Like, if you hate him, they did a good job writing the character. The actor did a good job portraying the character. Like, that means they did a good job.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's okay to hate the character, right? It's absolutely okay to hate the character. To hate the VA, to go after the VA, that's when it's like, no, okay? Touch some grass, watch something else, go live a better life, right? I saw this Tumblr post where if they ever saw the VA for Maddie, they would punch her. And I'm like, bro, are you real? Like, why would you do this terrible thing? Why would you say this terrible thing, okay?
Did you guys know that intimate scene is a more cut down and tamed version?
Yes, we do.
There's a
know
longer,
this.
more explicit version out there somewhere.
So we actually read a thing about Christian talking, and he did say that perhaps a director's cut will show us that. But apparently, because this is, and they really should not have this canon to League, but apparently because it's canon to League or in the League universe, they had to tame it down.
Yeah.
I also saw something though, they're going to make League a mature game now, which
because of the rating.
Yeah,
right?
the rating.
It was rated E.
Yeah,
League of Legends as a
League
game
is rated E for
is rated
everyone.
E.
I don't think WoW is rated E.
Which
for
I was
everyone.
kind of surprised.
I was too.
Because, like, also Powder's VA was talking about how she was 11, I think, at the
Yeah.
time. 11 or 12. And she was like, yeah, all my friends play League of Legends. And I'm like, really? Like, it seems like the people that I know who play League have, like, toilet mouths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
like,
they do. Oh, they do.
I don't know. If I were a parent, I'm not sure I would want my kid playing League of Legends.
It's kind of like with Fortnite too, because there's some really interesting people in that as well. But Fortnite, not as much. League, yeah. Yeah, so all we know is there may or may not be a director's cut. We may be able to get to see it. But what I will say is for what we got, it was done so beautifully.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, they didn't show anything, okay? But yet you could still feel the emotion and feel what was happening and just enjoy that masterpiece, which I have definitely watched a lot of times and will continue to watch a lot of times. Because I just love how they just handle everything. I love the giggling when I can't figure out Caitlin's bell.
Yeah, that was great.
I was like, did you catch that, man?
Oh,
That's very much. Also, can we also appreciate that there was nothing under Caitlin's shirt? Okay, girl knew what she was doing.
Maybe. Maybe she just likes being comfortable.
Nah. I'm gonna think.
That said, she was wearing lingerie when she was with Maddie. So she does typically wear, probably, these kind of undergarments. But when she walked in there, she did not have anything on
She was ready.
Yeah, she was ready. But I probably wouldn't have been able to figure out how to take them off anyway.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, if the belt buckle was complicated, then if the bra might have been like, oh man, it's got like 5 buckles or something. I don't know. Carol says, have you guys seen the scene without music? No.
Have not seen the scene without music.
I have heard people have, and it's quite something. I will definitely be checking that out though.
Yeah. That said, like, I do think there's a lot of effects. Even for us, there would have been an effect if they had made that scene explicit because of our platforms that we use, both YouTube and Podia. I
need to fix my bot later.
Okay. That we're there are consequences to putting explicit scenes in for us to be able to react to it. Ours isn't set to 18 plus, so where we put all of our content wouldn't have been set up for that kind of content. Like on YouTube we could put something, but on Podia we don't have that setting in place, so that would have been something for us to definitely figure out. And I'm sure there would have been a lot of other effects to having an explicit scene. Would have loved to see it though, don't get me wrong.
Possibly director's cut, baby.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's always like, especially like the artist in me says like, just put it the heck anyway.
Yeah.
But then the designer in me, who does have a background in design, understands that when you design something, you're designing it for a specific like target market. And so if they were aiming it to be a certain rating, then yeah.
Well,
like,
that's the tricky thing
why...
about video game adaptation, because if you have a game, and let's say it's rated E for everyone, but then you want to make a more adult version of the story for a show, you're like, okay, well, how can we do this, right? So I do understand why they weren't able to do it there. Yeah. But the thing is, it's on a flash drive somewhere, and they have it, so director's cut, baby. But again, like, I really, what they did, it was just so wonderfully done. Charlie says, lol, that part was so cute. It's so rare to see these characters smile much, to see that our babies smiling and laughing with each other. I know!
That scene alone will spawn so much fan fiction that it will keep us fed for years to come. For, like, the rest of our lives, probably.
Ginger Cat says, it's a sad reflection of our times when voice actors and actresses get treated the way just for the characters they play. Yeah. That's the problem. And it's unfortunate. And it happens with, like, the video game ones, too. Anything. It's just like, guys, calm down. Yeah. Or fan artists that want to create fan art and they don't agree with the way they do it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you gonna attack a fan art person? It needs to stop. It's unfortunately too common, and I've seen a lot of it. But it's just like, no, we don't need that anymore. We're good. Yeah. We're good. We can move on. You don't have to agree on everything. But yeah, another thing about like people is it's just like they're mad too about how they didn't fully show what happened between the two of them, and I'm like, well, listen, if you got so much time, and when they said it was supposed to be longer, that really made people raise their pitchforks, and it's like, calm down.
Like, it made us upset, but at the same time, like, again, we understand because we both have backgrounds in design. Yeah. That like what you want to make, the creative idea, and who it's aimed for, who like the final product is aimed for, like there has to be this like in between where they meet. Yeah. So yeah, that's unfortunately you know, just the way it works.
It's just how it is.
But I would love to see.
Hey, Christian said there's a director's cut possibly happening. Then we can see this.
That said, like it's also a sign of our times that we get a story like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Like on the positive side.
So let's go back to
in our childhood.
Korra.
This was effing unheard of.
Oh yeah. If you go back to Legend of Korra, two women characters, I won't say in case you haven't seen it, end up together. And they just hold hands and they go into this thing and it's super gay, right? Yeah. And then they continue later in the Dark Horse comics. Nickelodeon, the creators wanted them to pursue their full-on relationship, but their entire relationship was based on subtext because obviously of the times, right? And then we have other shows. We have Loose and Amp. We have Owl House. They actually got to show more romantic stuff too. We have She-Ra. And now also Ruby. If you watch Ruby, certain characters as well. But now we have Caitlin and Vi. All this happened so this could happen. They're all stepping stones to get what we got. And I'm here for it. And I love
You saw it? Did you see the clip?
Wait, what
It's
now?
just so raw. Kisses, heavy breathing. The giggling.
No, I think it's without the music.
Oh, seeing it without the music.
We need to see it without the music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I felt a little hot under the collar.
Nice. Yeah, so all these like other relationships happened, so all this could happen a little bit. Too. Yeah, she's a blushing.
Feel my face. It's like,
oh my god. Wow! It's not even time for that stream yet. Not to make Jenny. Look at your face on the camera. That's so red. Woo! But yeah, all those other characters had relationships, so this could happen, right? Yeah. So yeah, because if you look back, what happened in Korra, you're just kind of like, damn, man, like it would have been great if they could have done more, but at the time they couldn't have. Also Nickelodeon, so they had to be mindful of what they do. Yeah. But you know, whatever they want to do, that director's cut.
I know.
Ah, yes, most glorious.
Yeah. So I didn't answer Piltover on. Mine is Piltover. Yeah,
you
all let us know what yours are too. Yeah, I've always said I'd rather live in Piltover than Zon because safety is important to me. Maybe like excitement.
Yes,
I think that's what you like is like excitement about like the Zon life. And yeah, you're more from like. I mean, not directly the city, but like a city area than me.
That's true.
I've pretty much lived in suburbs. So.
You're such a suburbian.
Yeah.
You're a suburbian.
Yeah.
Talking about the hot of the collar.
Nice. I do think that like in some ways because of things like that, our relationship like kind of we relate in some ways to Kate and Vi because we have different upbringings and different backgrounds and different places where we were born and raised, and so like from being together
Charlie says the first part when Vi's kissing her neck, you actually hear Caitlyn breathing, get all shaky. Okay, can we just we have to end the stream now and go watch this? No, dude, it's it's beautiful. It's a masterpiece. I'm gonna say it's just like amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
And people that just like trample over it, I'm like, you just don't know good things.
If / when their two VAs like meet, or like imagine if they do an
They've
event.
never met.
If they do that we know of.
Yeah,
they had said previously that they hadn't. But imagine them doing like like Comic-Con or something. They show up together at a panel. The fans will lose our minds.
Ginger Cat said Thailand are showing us how it can be done with their GL.
I know. They're
true.
showing us up like nobody's business.
I agree with that. And speaking of Thailand, apparently Netflix may have Uranus on it. Where is it?
Oh, it's supposed to be this month.
I
You
think
had read.
so.
Phoebe
Either
had read.
this month or next
so
month.
we're looking.
2024.
Yeah.
They don't have much time left.
They just really brought it with the GL game.
Yeah.
I mean, they had BL first. I mean, I don't know if it was first. I assume because BL is a lot bigger and more popular, and so are they in anime and manga genres.
Oh
right?
yeah, Yaoi is much more popular than Yuri, sadly
exactly.
for me.
Yeah. So I think that that's that's what we.
That's just kind of how it goes.
But so I think that's also why it took a little bit longer for it. GL to flourish the way that it is.
So wonderful, flourishing. Yeah. I mean, GL.
They just like show us up kind of.
Hey, Sajana, how have you been? It's
Good
been
to see you.
Yeah, dude, no, I love me some GL though. It's just,
yeah.
They can learn, okay? Go learn from the Thai GL and come back, okay? That would be really interesting to see that.
Yes.
It's so wonderful. But being said, let's see. By the way, GMMTV just dropped the 2025 lineup. Oh, tell us! And it's hot! Okay, what is it? What is it? Tell us!
Well, you type that in. Yeah, right. Speaking of Thai GL. Well, you type that
so Jana's like, my ears are burning. I must go.
Curious if you all have made any friends through Arcane fandom. Like, I would say we made friends with you all.
Yeah.
Our whole channel.
You need to watch the trailer for Girl Rules.
Girl Rules.
Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna remember that one. That one's
okay. You're like inserting into brain.
Inserting into brain.
Into memory.
Into memory.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, we met you all. And Charlie we met early. There's someone else, like Raven. That was Milk Love in the
that's gonna be awesome! I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, can't wait to see that trailer. So yeah, so
also,
we met.
I hope we get Cranium trailer. I want to see
there.
Cranium so bad. I want to see Becky being a baddie.
And then in person, we went over to, and also we get Namtan and Love kissing and film and Milk. Oh my gosh. Oh, so much going on. I'm going to say this as a straight girl represented. I actually prefer Jace post-alt timeline look. He looks better with the rough, haggard appearance. He was too clean cut for me before. As a bi girl, I don't crush on Jace.
So Jonathan says, I'm just so famished. I mean, I can't wait.
He's a modder.
Yes. You need some water.
I don't think I crush on any of the guys from Arcane. I think Vi just shines so brilliantly that, like, I don't super see Jace that way. And I think partially because of the ways in which I relate to Caitlyn. And Caitlyn sees sees Jace as, like, a brotherly figure. So I see him through...
The flowers.
Yeah, through Caitlyn's eyes. And then, like, Echo, I see through Vi's eyes. So the two of them, like, I mean, I relate, like, in some vague ways to Vi. But, so I kind of see Echo through Vi's eyes. I see him as, like, this brotherly type figure as well. And this, like, cute little boy who's, like, now a man and totally badass. But you still will always see them as that, like, little brother figure.
I saw a lot of people crushing on Rictus. That big guy. And Bess is like, for whatever he is.
Why?
I don't know.
He's like,
I don't know. I'm gay.
Like her face is slightly delayed on Twitch, and I'm like.
So Jana says, Girls Rule is like a baddie drama with playgirl tops, lots of drama, couple switching, kisses, hot scenes. Can't wait for what?
2025.
Charlie says, I don't crush on him at all. Just thought he looked better.
Okay. I guess I can see
I think the people that, I think that because there's a lot of
people who like that kind
dudes,
of,
especially gay dudes like Rick. He's like a band.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, they're like,
That's
damn.
funny. And they're used to crushing on villain characters, so.
Sanjana says, waiting for your trailer reaction patiently. You guys can fangirl like me. Yeah, definitely. Sanjana, do you know if there's a Cranium trailer out somewhere? Because I really
we were looking, and we saw people like
talking about a
to
teaser
things.
for it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, where is it?
We couldn't find it.
I need it
Mhm.
because I need to see Becky being a baddie.
Ah.
Because hello, girl can.
What else? So yeah, don't crush on any of the.
Obviously, I don't.
From Arcane. Obviously, she doesn't. She's a lesbian. Yeah, and you have Cupcake,
I
and you can enjoy
think
Mel's beauty.
Mel is
That's what I was gonna
gorgeous.
say. And you
Okay,
can
so
enjoy
I
her
love
beauty.
Kate and Vi, but I had a dream, and it was Mel and Caitlin, and it was very nice.
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Girls, okay.
Yeah. My next question, and I think you all are gonna agree with us on this. Oh, actually, no, that's not the next question yet.
Never mind, not yet. JK. So Jana says, I don't think it's a trailer, it's just a teaser, but we don't see Free and Becky's faces in that. Oh, well, that's just lame.
I returned. I was screaming over the Girl Rules trailer.
Hey, Lex! Yeah.
Yeah, we're
dude.
definitely gonna have to check that out.
Yes, no trailer. Okay, so then, we have to girls rule, okay? Oh,
okay.
well, gosh be darn.
Yeah, right. Next question. Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say too, when we were at the mall, okay, Ethan wants me to ask if you looked at the video he sent you.
Video? Where was this sent? On Messenger?
Where was the
Oh,
video?
this phone. I was wondering where my phone was. You've had my phone this entire time?
I had it. It was meant just kidding.
You stole
it
my
was just in front.
phone.
I stole it. So we went. Okay, the sweater that I was wearing during the final act of Arcane, we went over to pick it up, and it was the day before, and KB was wearing her Jinx hoodie. It was like you unboxed it, yeah, you did.
I did. I unboxed
it's
that.
black.
I wanted to wear it.
And it has like all kinds of cool Jinxie writing and graffiti on it. And so she was wearing that when we went to go pick up my sweater. And we saw a store for Razor, who makes a lot of... It was Razor, right?
It was Razor.
Okay.
It's Alienware, not Razor. Sanjana, real quickly, please check that trailer soon. Well, here's the good news, Sanjana. Today is recording day. So usually it's Monday, but yesterday we were getting ready for the party.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, we're definitely ready.
So we went over to pick up the sweater. We'll check the check in just a second. Okay. We went over to pick up the sweater. And while we were leaving the mall, we stopped in at the Razor store because they had all the like gaming and streaming kind of cool stuff. They have a physical Razor store.
I have never seen a physical Razor store.
Mm-hmm. And they make like gaming chairs.
Yeah, they make gaming chairs and the computers,
microphones,
all
kinds of stuff. So we went in there, and she was wearing her Jinx sweatshirt. And I was still holding in the bag my sweater that I had just gotten. Yeah. And someone who works there, she walked up to us and she was like, I love your sweatshirt. She starts going off about how she's such a huge fan of Arcane.
And she's a League player.
And she has all these ideas of what she wants to see next. And she was telling us about she's like, some people watch Arcane for the lesbian and they really like that part of it. And she's like, they also have those in Bilgewater and it's piratey. And like, she was talking with us about all of this for a good while. I thought later we should have told her about our channel.
Yeah.
Because we were geeking out with her about Arcane so much.
Oh,
it must have been half an hour.
It was half an hour.
That we were in that store.
We got to be in there still.
Yeah, they were in that store.
Yeah, we also
and she was showing us the chairs and stuff there.
You actually like the snake plushie.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid of snakes, but those snake plushies that they had big cute anime eyes. All right, so yeah, we did meet another person that it would be fun to go back over there, and they have stuff like tournaments, she said, or something, gaming sessions in the back.
Let's see here. Charlie says, which reminds me, what did you all think of the little romance between Echo and Powder Jinx? I thought it was cute. But I obviously know about Lux, so I like that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cute.
I thought it was cute too, especially for Echo, because I think Echo is like such a sweet guy. And so for him, like, he was really still seeing Powder and Jinx during their battle and everything. That's why he wasn't.
I see.
Como? That's why he wasn't able to make that final blow on Jinx, because he was still seeing Powder in her in season 1. So I think for him to be able to see Powder and how she could have turned out and how their relationship could have been, I think that it was really unique, because I know a lot of people ship the two of them, and I also know that a lot of people think it's such a problematic ship. Because of like the violence and stuff between them. But was it in a community post?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why I'm pulling this up.
Okay,
so
got it.
What are you possibly doing? Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be there.
It's in a community post.
I know.
So you can just go to community and post.
know.
Okay, there we go. Posts.
I go to post now. They call it different stuff. Okay, let's see. No.
Is it on this?
It's on this.
Okay, got it. Okay. Oh, there. Okay, I see now that it's you. We did see that comment come through, but we haven't had a chance to watch it yet. No. We definitely can check that out.
Let's see here. So John says, also, did you guys see the clips from Fi Yoko's latest fan meeting in Bangkok? Yoko was on fire. I totally forgot for a while that Fi Fi is a top in their shit. Oh, nice. Sunja also says Faye was her beauty queen era, but Yoko, my god. I'm very curious about all
Echo
of this.
and Powder made a sweet couple. To me, it felt like it was under the surface, but they never let it go further. Yeah, I agree. I like the two of them as Powder and Echo. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute.
I feel so bad for Echo. He had the chance to be happy in a perfect world, but he chose to go back and save his people at the expense of ending up alone. I agree. That is pretty sad.
There was a lot of stakes in this last season, and also I really it hits more too when like you have this preconception that no one from League is going to die, and Heimdaller's gone, right? He's gone. Jace and Victor are gone. Jinx, it's debatable. And Bessa, that was huge. I was very surprised that she died because I thought Mel got to her in time to save her. I thought it was huge when all these lead characters started dying, and that's why once Bessa was dead, I was really scared for both Vi and Caitlyn because I'm like, oh wait a second, it's like Game of Thrones up in here. They're gonna do whatever they want now. Yeah, it's the last season. They can do whatever they want now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So Echo and Jinx though, like / Echo and Powder, I've seen that couple a lot because we read so much Kate Vi fanfiction.
Yeah.
And so I've read a lot where Echo was with Jinx / Powder. And so for me, I mentioned it while we were watching. I'm like, the shippers of these two must be so happy.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I know that there are a fair amount of people who ship them together.
I think it's cute. But you know.
Yeah.
That timeline doesn't have Vi.
I know. That's really sad.
Yeah, but that just goes to show, like, they're really trying to show us that they just can't live happily, like, in the same universe because, you know, Riot's like, Jinx can't be happy, Vi can't be happy. I really was very torn and upset when Isha, I mean, they didn't confirm it, but Isha definitely did die. And it's rough because you had Jinx, like, starting to get her life, like, differently, right? She started being, like, the older sister. She had someone to care about, someone to protect.
Yeah.
And then Isha just gets taken away, and you're just like...
yeah.
Also, can we quickly talk about Savika in Act 3? Why did she have no lines? She showed up!
Yeah.
Did something happen? I mean, maybe something happened to her. We don't know. I was happy she didn't die, though, because I was really worried she would. Because anyone who's not a lead character, I'm like...
But it was really satisfying to see her join the council.
Charlie says, I haven't vented properly about Caitlyn because I wasn't here for Act 2 chat. I love the girl to death, especially in Act 3, but I was pissed at her for a while. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, to me, like, I wasn't pissed at her. I was pissed at the creators who had her do some things. Like, and by some things, I mean hit Vi with her gun. I didn't like that they put it that way. I really would have preferred, even if she had just like physically pushed Vi away. But I really didn't like that she used her gun.
But the problem is that she had to do something in a way to get Vi to stay away. Sandra says, by the way, I'm sorry you guys to keep cutting you guys from Arcane Talks to something completely different. Just wanted to get some stuff out, and you guys are like my GL best friends. Oh, no, you can tell us. Sweet. So here's the thing, Sandra. A lot of times we have a theme. Yeah. And sometimes that theme will just have other themes. Yeah. Right? So
we kind of are always up for talking about whatever. We always like want to start with a specific theme, but then from there, if there's anything else that you all want to talk about.
I think one time we had Arcane thing and then we talked about Sailor Moon, so you know what I mean? Yeah. Like we just have
even stuff going on with your own lives, like relationship stuff or whatever. We're always open to talking about stuff like that. But at the same time, I feel like it was something she needed to go through to discover herself and grow stronger as an individual. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. But that also showed us too when that happened.
If you want to talk GLs, I volunteer.
Yeah. But the thing is though, it shows us how high the stakes are though. In Act 1, you know, you saw them kiss way too soon, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you're like, something bad's gonna happen. And then when that happened, I'm like, okay, well obviously they're just gonna do everything they can because I really want, you know, us to feel. And we did feel. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I agree they could have handled it differently, but I think for them, they just wanted to do something so outrageously out of character, so outrageous that Vi would just be like, I'm not gonna follow her now. So that's why I'm like, I get it. I didn't like it, but I get it. Mm-hmm. Yay, besties in chat!
Right.
I like besties in chat.
All right, next question that we have. Let's see. Which character has the best hairstyle?
Oh my gosh, that is quite a question. Junior Cat says, the drifting of topics is what makes these chats so much fun to be a part of. Yeah! Oh gosh, there's so many cool hairstyles. Like, oh man.
And notice Caitlin's part moved to the middle. She used to have a side part, and now she has a middle part.
Caitlin's glorious, okay? No matter what hairstyle
I've seen a lot of people like it, the middle part she has now.
I like all of it.
I like all of it. You're like, part your hair every way, Caitlin.
I mean...
Let me adore you.
Let me just adore her in general, okay? She's just amazing. Yeah. Let's see. You have a favorite hairstyle with Caitlin?
Mine? Of Caitlin's? No, the character with the best hairstyles. But do I have a favorite of Caitlin's?
Yeah.
I kind of like... I like Caitlin's hair down. I also liked it... It grew a little bit longer, and in the steamy scene, like Caitlin had most of it tied up, and then the longer hair down the front. I liked that style too.
I like that too.
Did you guys finish recording the reaction for Pluto Ep 6?
Not yet.
If not, you're in for a shocking surprise. We haven't recorded anything else for this week yet. Watch the whole Store series trailer too. Ooh. What is it? Whale Store series.
Whale
trailer.
Store.
Huh.
Charlie says, I guess I was just mad because she caused my poor baby to hit rock bottom and caused her so much pain. Like, Vi was angry, but still couldn't erase Caitlin from her mind.
I was really... One of the things about Vi's hitting rock bottom that I was surprised about is that we really saw most, if not all of it, during the trailers before it came out.
Yep.
I was expecting it to last longer. I was expecting it to include more. But I guess, like, again, this whole story goes so fast that I'm kind of okay with them moving on from that. Yeah. Because I just don't want to be there.
No, it's true. Do you have, what's your favorite hairstyle of all time?
In Arcane? I like Vi's. Vi's hairstyle is so cool, but Echo's, like, both versions from this season were like, he looked so dapper, okay, in the alternate timeline, like, but I would say, like, Vi's and Echo's are up there. Mel's, though? Oh my gosh.
She can't pick just one, guys.
But no, I would say it's Vi's. I think that they're all so cool.
Oh yeah, Vi's is definitely.
They've got some cool hair games.
Yeah, dude. Mel in general though, it's just like.
So something.
Even Morning Girl's pretty, okay? Like she has always been a very pretty character, and all they did was made her more pretty. Mm-hmm. I'm like, is Mel gonna be a lead character though? I wonder, because they made her mom a lead character.
Right.
I wonder what they're gonna do with her.
I love the messy ponytail, Caitlin. Just everything about her in Act 3 was peak amazing.
I mean, Caitlin's just, she's just wonderful.
So one of the things that surprised me the most about Season 2 is how much I liked Jinx. Yeah. So as we did our rewatch, I honestly, when I first watched Arcane, like, Yeah, I thought Powder was cute. There were some ways in which I related to her. Gotta go have dinner. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, we'll check out the trailer for sure.
Absolutely. Girls rule.
Yeah.
Girls rule. They do, though.
They do.
They freaking do, okay?
Yes.
Like, I don't tell you, they just do.
Yes. So, yeah, I was really surprised when we did this rewatch that the way that I related to Powder a lot. And obviously now we got even a different view of Powder, but also even Jinx in season 2. I started to relate to her more. I think it's because she was more like focused and centered and family oriented and all of that.
Jinx has such a, in my opinion, and you may agree with this, she redeemed. Jinx was redeemed, okay? And I liked seeing her relationship with Isha. I liked seeing just how she was without having any kind of like obsessed happening in her life. And I was very impressed and also surprised because originally I thought when Isha was gone that she would go back to her old ways, and she didn't. She just wanted to be left alone and do other things that were preventing. And I liked that she, you know,
Will's Store series is Milk Love again. They got 2 series.
Okay, we gotta, we need to, so for me, I like Jinx a lot. That's why when I ended up getting that hoodie at the time, I thought it was just a cool hoodie. And I'm like, wait, actually, I'm starting to like Jinx in season 2. All right, I'm going to be like, yeah, I really like this hoodie.
Vi looks gorgeous with her long hair, Charlie says. But part of me is still kind of clinging to that goth
You want to look like an angry oil spill forever?
Oh, angry oil slick.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Jinx was so sassy queen this season. She made me laugh a lot. Yeah, I like that. It's me, your big fat hero. That was a great line.
Such an amazing job. And anything I've seen her in lately, we need to watch that one with her. I think it's a serial killer series. But she's just amazing. Okay, I can't wait to see what else she's going to do. If you all haven't seen Fallout yet, it's Lucy. She's so good in Fallout.
Let me be quiet and listen to the Arcane talk. It's up to you. We don't mind you chatting about other stuff.
You can chat for sure.
We're always up for that.
Yeah, dude. No, I grew up to really like Jinx. That's why when we thought terrible things were happening, I was like, I can't handle this right now.
When I thought that they were going to put an end to her character, I was really upset. And I'm like, I didn't even like her. Like, she has so many fans.
Yeah, season 1.
She has a huge fan base. And I'm like, I didn't even like her. You all made me like her.
To take her away.
That really upset me.
That's a powerful.
But now that I went back and rewatched, it is, and I think that is really like this season 2 really showed different sides of a lot. We got some great character development. Yeah.
We did. We got a lot of redemption, a lot of character development. A lot of these characters grew a lot.
I think it was really important too for me to see Echo in this other world, seeing the way Vander and Silco got along, and everything was just like so much lighter and happier. To me, like, it really did show me that the way things were in the Undercity was a result of the state of it, right? That in another world they could have been brothers, they could have like all gotten along, everyone be happy.
Charlie says, oh my gosh, the mod said mongoose in the most British way possible. All girl is so offended. Dude, nah, that just was so great. I think she
was also thrown off.
I think so
she was
too.
Like, wait, what? And Vi has a way of throwing Caitlyn completely off her game. I think it's several things happening, and again, we did talk about this. Yeah, and you can go check it out if you want to watch it, Charlie, because we talked about it. Yeah, about it in our chat after Act 2. But the fact that like even Vi calling Caitlyn Cupcake, like, first of all, Vi's, yes we do, we have cupcakes. Vi's straightforwardness, Caitlyn's not used to that at all. People are always like respecting her because of her family name, and trying to hide her from certain truths. And Vi's like straightforward in your faceness. Caitlyn's like, what the what? Like, it kind of throws her off her game. But even like her calling her Cupcake, and her calling her Mongoose kind of have several things in common. The fact that both are very cute. Like, they're like cute little, like, oh, you're just a little mongoose. Like, they're these little animals,
they're
right?
Cute.
Yeah. And cupcakes are like little and cute. So I think that she's sort of like, it's sort of like a little bit of affection, but she's also sort of belittling her with these like little sweet sweet nicknames. She's
Caitlin doesn't understand.
And Caitlin's like not only doesn't understand, but it's the opposite of what she's used to.
It's so cute. No, I love Caitlin's insults too. I'm just like, girl.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I just want that on his shirt. It's so great. With like a little cheapy Caitlin saying that to buy on the ground. This rich unhinged mongoose. Yeah.
But she was so thrown. She was like, what?
So was Vi. Hey!
Oh, nice, babe. Yo, me too, Jenny. I didn't care much for Jinx in season 1. I just saw her as an unstable girl turning into a homicidal maniac.
She grew so much. And when you go to the AU, but not even the AU, when you see like when she has her everything together, like she's an asset. And she's actually fun and funny, and you want to protect her. And you're like, she's supposed to live her life, right? Savika was pushing it, Isha was pushing it, the Jinxers were pushing it. They wanted action. They wanted action. She didn't want to.
That and the angry oil slick. What was it that we saw a meme saying that Caitlyn came off like a grandma to an emo kid?
Yeah, that's what we saw. She insulted like a grandma with an emo kid. Charlie says, but then they did that in the final after she made the most badass entrance ever. Why would they torture me? It's because try it, right? I mean, let's be honest. That's what they want to do. And also, Ella had said very early on when the season was coming out that it's going to upset and destroy the fans, and it did. Yeah, it absolutely did. There's just so much stuff there that he was just like, wow, okay, can we have more, please? Right. So yeah. I mean, she warned us, but even with that warning, was still
calling her mongoose and then whipping out Cupcake seconds later. Poor Kate was not prepared at all.
She wasn't,
like,
and you see that soft eyes. They go zooming right into her soft eyes.
Caitlyn.exe has stopped working. Yes. Yeah. Right, yeah. She was moved.
She was very moved.
After
all this time, which we think was about 6 months, which is a long time, especially for lesbians. It's like that meme of that guy just like waiting for my lesbian to return. Yeah, dude, no. Yeah, I love those little insults, that banter. It's just so great. It's like, okay, we're here for it. All right. Yes. I love throwing Caitlyn, so great. I also appreciate Caitlyn sliding down the mountain, taking out Vi. Girl couldn't even get down the Undercity the right way, but she's like, whoosh. And then like they showed you 3 different angles of her throwing Vi down, and I'm just like,
blink, blink, blink. Right.
And when she realizes Vi's just like, wait, what? Come here. Oh, here?
That was such a great moment. It was just so great.
Vi just like eating her fruit and just kind of, I'm gonna just kind of like, walk her, then get taken down by Caitlyn. Yeah. And then, like, them setting up the plan that you see later on. And you even see when Caitlyn, like, hits her with the gun and she's like, this is so good. This is so cute.
Do you want to read it?
Charlie says, I know how they zoomed in on Kate's eyes and showed us how much Cupcake nickname affected her. It was their way of showing us the old Caitlyn was still under the... Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can, even though they tried to make her the Sith Lord that I still appreciate, you can still see that she was really not trying to be this rough, ruthless person. She doesn't have it in her, right? Even though she did this first and she wore the cape, which is too big for her. And Bess is the one that was really doing all the stuff. Ginger Cat says, Vi just knows how to melt her cupcakes. I know.
That's why Maddie never stood a chance.
Right. In a few minutes. Do you want to go get the food that we have?
In a few minutes. Cupcakes?
I said in a few minutes. We can go get them.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put up the BRB, and then we'll go grab. We have the other food too, the fish.
Yeah, we made some food, y'all. So if y'all want to eat with us, you can.
Vi must have been so shocked to discover her cupcake can now kick her ass.
I know!
That was also very satisfying to watch.
Yeah, that was just great.
Yeah.
Like, I was just kind of, what? It's like, how am I on the floor ground? What happens?
I know, right? So what we have, the food that we made is 2 things. We made, and I'm a vegetarian and eat gluten-free. So we made basically our best similar situation to Jericho's food.
Yes. It's gonna be real interesting.
Yeah. So it is like homemade fish. We made it with like hearts of palm and some other
It smells
and
like
some nori.
fish.
The nori helps it smell like fish.
Without
too.
the nori, it
Yeah,
smells
it still
like
does the
fish.
hearts of palm. And then we
I was like,
breaded it. And then I also made a sauce that like I tried to get it to look, because theirs is like bright blue, so the sauce is not blue,
nah.
but it's like purplish. Okay, so I managed to put together a purplish sauce on top of these
good.
like kind of fish stick kind of, but
Yeah,
they're like softer.
They're softer because
Yeah.
you know whatever. And then for dessert, we have cupcakes.
Yeah.
I
So we were
originally
trying to
wanted
make-
to put cakes on these cupcakes, but
Put what on them?
capes on them.
Capes
'cause I
on
wanted to.
People are also complaining that Kate beat Vi up again. I'm like, what? She didn't recognize her.
She didn't recognize the angry oil slick.
And like she was there on a mission, and it was hot. Get over it. Like it was for our enjoyment, not yours. Apparently, let us enjoy it. But spits on Caitlin's face, and Caitlin wipes the spit to her lips.
I didn't actually catch that. Did
I
you catch
didn't. No, someone commented it though.
Ah.
But I did see her. Yeah, she went like this. But I think she was. I mean, I
that?
don't
Who
know.
knows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess it was just going in that direction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't
Caitlin, like, spit at me more, Vi. I don't know what she's into. We don't know.
Well, we know she likes it in the prisons.
Yeah. They like doing it in prison. Alright, so we're gonna go get our food ready. Ginger Cow was gonna talk about that. He's freaky AF, trying to subtly get a little taste.
You too. You too. So yeah,
So
I
if
really
y'all-
wanted to put capes on the cupcakes and get a chance to, because I thought
No.
it'd be really cute.
No.
Let me see.
And they are. So let's get the blue and red one. We were trying to get them like Caitlin blue, but they ended up being kind of like powder hair color. So yeah, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna go get our food, and if you all want to go get snacks, now's the time.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
I brought just 2 little wipies.
Okay, you can be heard, by the way.
Huh?
You can be heard, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Da 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 da.
Let me let this cool a little tiny bit.
It's too hot. Too hot to handle.
Too hot to try.
Alright, Charlie
Okay.
says, didn't we all feel the sexually charged energy between them then? The intense eye contact made me feel like I was intruding on something. You made hand wipies.
Yeah, I'll put these here so we can grab them.
It's gonna be messy.
Let me see how much I can show of this. So here's what we made.
Yep.
This is our version of Jericho's. And
Yep.
we're gonna eat it with our hands when it cools off a little bit. Feel the bottom, it's really hot.
How long did you put that in for, babe?
I think 2 minutes.
Ah.
Oh, it's warming my hands up. My hands are a little cold. Maybe that's too warm. So this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be highly messy. I'm gonna have to put my hair all the way up
put your hair
because it's like
You might get Jericho's in your hair. You probably don't want to get Jericho's in your hair.
This top one isn't that bad. Should I try first?
Well, hang on. Who's ready to see Jenny eat some Jericho's? Who's ready?
Was there something else that was funny?
I had read it, but you weren't
Oh,
paying
okay.
attention.
Okay, tell me again.
I said, didn't we all feel the sexually charged energy
sexually
between
charged, yes.
them? Then the intense eye contact made me feel like I was intruding on something.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It's
I'm
much-
with you now.
It's a little
Yes.
intrusion right there.
Yes.
You're like a fly on the wall, okay? Or like on the ground, I don't know.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna channel
Go for it!
channel my inner right. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna roll these up more.
It's gonna get everywhere.
What's kind of cool about this cosplay though, too, is that it doesn't show my tattoos, so people can't tell I have tattoos.
Oh, that's true.
Right? Yeah.
I can't see your tattoos.
I mean, I still will cosplay stuff with tattoos, but
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be messy.
It's gonna be super messy. It's gonna end up on the ceiling somehow.
Okay.
How is Jericho's?
Yummy.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's yummy.
You're missing out. Just kidding.
I'm missing out. That's okay. I got cupcakes. All right, I can eat cupcakes and you can eat Jericho's. Oh man! Look at you eating on stream.
No, just eating something messy.
Someone made a funny comment about Vi spitting on her, and Caitlin thinks to herself, "Close enough. Thanks for the kiss." No. Ginger Cat says, "Vi, we can't kiss in front of everyone this time, but we can exchange saliva like this." You two are so bad.
Your turn.
It's my turn.
Is it too hot? This one's okay.
It's my turn to eat some Jericho's. Oh my god, so squishy.
Yeah, you have to gentle it.
I have to be
Gently handle it.
Gently handle Jericho's. Yeah.
Be gentle,
it's actually-
babe. Be gentle more.
Excuse me. While I'm eating?
Let's make her laugh when she's eating or
It's so
drinking.
unfortunate.
It's not on purpose.
That
It's just
totally
timing.
wasn't on purpose that time.
Yeah, you two are on the same page with that.
It has like a... I think it might be because of the... What did we use? The sparkling water, but it has like kind of like a fizzy...
Oh, tingly?
Kind of tingly.
Yeah.
It's very...
That's what we put in the batter.
It's very goopy.
It is very goopy.
But the sauce is really good.
I know. Did you finish one or not yet?
I'm trying to.
Oh gosh.
It's so goopy.
Should I check what my next question was?
Mhm.
Will you eat?
There you go.
Oh. Ah! Wait, I was about to check the next question. Okay, let's see what we have. Favorite hairstyle. You all didn't let us know your favorite hairstyles. If you are interested in trying something like that. Oh, I think we're all fairly on the same, maybe. Is your favorite ship?
A favorite
Arcane?
ship?
Of Arcane?
I mean, that's obvi.
I think most people, if you're like in our chat, probably have the same favorite
It's
ship as us.
Vi!
Yeah. Okay, this one I want to eat in pieces.
Yeah, it's kind of like some kind of like. It does taste like a lot of different things, right? But you definitely have like that fizzy kind of consistency, which I'm a bit surprised because we did like bake it or air fry it. Charlie says, "How about the comparison? It shows Vi eating Jericho's and saying." We're here because I'm hungry. Do you know what prison food is like? I mean, she does now.
Babe.
There's a lot of ways we can go about this, okay? Then it shows her and Kate being intimate in person comments. I don't know. Prison food looks pretty good right now. I mean, we could also say that Vi enjoyed the cupcake, okay? Multiple times.
Yeah. Okay, who do you think is like the worst villain? I think it's hard.
Ooh.
It's really hard.
It's kind of hard, really, in this show.
Because they show like everyone's both sides. Even Ambessa, you see her being very motherly.
Okay, but we see Ambessa like manipulating the whole thing. The reason the whole memorial went the way it did, right? So she's been doing some interesting stuff. Honestly, there's a lot, right?
It moved my heart though to see when Mel came back and Ambessa's like motherly look came onto her face. You're like,
I know.
Because and that's what I think they show so well in this story. Even like when they show Silco and Vander getting together, like I don't like Silco, but I'm like, oh, given the right circumstances, he could have been a good guy.
Yeah, he could have been.
Did you eat one already?
No, I'm trying to find one. It's like just like a thing of stuff.
Let me see what the next question is while you find one. I'll not touch anything with my messy hand. What's your favorite story arc?
Ooh. Here you go. I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat all that, but yeah.
Okay.
Ginger Cat says, "Bye. Do I really want to eat prison food when I can eat my cupcake?" Hey! I mean, yes. We could also, if you really want to go down this fun stuff, go back to season 1 when they first meet. Undershe's gonna eat you alive. And then look at what happened. I mean, she did. I did.
Yeah, I saw a meme with that too, right?
It's so obvious. Oh my gosh.
Because we were watching, like, I think a funny Kate Vi stuff. And it was like that scene, the Undercity's gonna eat you alive. And then it fast forwards to that scene, and then it comes back to what it was doing.
Yeah! Charlie says, I still hate Silco more. Ambessa will still protect her family even if her methods are questionable. I agree with that. I guess, like, for me with Ambessa, it's just having her be the one to start the whole thing with the memorial was really just absolutely devastating and put Caitlyn down the path she went down because of it. And Silco...
Did you want more? Not yet.
Not right now.
Okay.
Let's see here. Charlie says Silco was willing to kill his own family to achieve his goals, which is also true too. Yeah, I mean, and also.
Did you want to have a cupcake?
Yeah. Did you ever have to ask?
If the icing is too much, then you can take it off.
So speaking of cupcakes and eating them,
do you want to wipe your hand after?
Probably. My hand's not as messy as yours, surprisingly.
I'm like eating the pieces off my hand.
Choose your cupcake.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna choose a Vi colored cupcake.
That's very obvious. You're gonna take a 2 for 1?
Here it is.
Why is there 3 Vi cupcakes and only 2 Caitlyn cupcakes?
Oh no.
That just doesn't seem
You
right.
have to write that wrong.
The Caitlyn cupcake.
Cheers. Think.
Feel free to make jokes about her eating a Vi cupcake.
But these are good. Did you have a favorite story arc? Mine was everything to do with Vi and Caitlyn.
I mean, that's obvious.
Some of the Jinx story too. I did get moved by the Jinx story in season 2. Oh, favorite merch you own?
Ooh. That's right, I have merch now.
Yeah, that's true. I am back. What have you guys been discussing? We've been eating food, and talking more about Arcane.
Specifically, what Ryan and Caitlin did.
Mm-hmm. The icing is more edible than I expected.
Me
We
too.
were like tasting a little icing.
The
And by
moment
itself, it was just too strong.
I 100% knew Kate and Vi were working together is when Mbessa was speaking to Vi alone. She said, Caitlin can't be distracted. And Vi says, don't worry, she's not distracted. I'm like, yep, they're playing something. For me, it was as soon as she brought as soon as Caitlin brought Vi in.
Yeah, I never thought they were.
I never thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, it just doesn't really make sense. And I was so waiting for them to tag team on Mbessa.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, too,
Mm-hmm.
if you look, Caitlin's gun had that shocky thing on it, and when she put the gun to the side, it didn't have the shocky thing.
Oh,
So I was like, there's something not missing there.
something missing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I like the 3 things that Mbessa got taught by Vi.
Mm-hmm.
The last one, you.
What is your guys' favorite dessert?
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
I like so much food. Yeah. Favorite dessert.
Hmm.
Do you have one?
Hmm. Probably vaguely anything to do with chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate's
I
really
like
good.
chocolate. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ginger Cat says, I really like frozen yogurt though.
Mm-hmm.
Froyo's so good, but honestly, we have chocolate froyo too though. Thank you. I got a wipey. Ginger Cat says Victor doing what he did to Jay did because he believed it was good for humanity. Yeah, I mean, I want to say in the beginning when he started to help people, he really did think that. And then whatever Singed had done with him with Weirdwick, then it was like, okay, now he's gone too far, right? He went from I want to save people to basically glorious evolution, and it was really bad, glorious evolution. I really feel bad for all the people he turned into those interesting robot people. Charlie says, my fave merch I own, my shirt my hubby custom made for me.
Aww.
Kate on the front, Vi on the back. Yes, that's awesome.
That's sweet.
Victor had good intentions, but unfortunately it just did not work out. And, you know, when he was doing the things he was doing, I was like, Victor, what you doing there, buddy? Why are you doing this all of a sudden? But like I said, don't play League. My understanding is that he is a villain in League, so it had to happen. My favorite dessert is chocolate carrot. Oh, I love mousse too, though. I love chocolate mousse. I love how fluffy it is. I love how soft it is. I love how luscious it tastes.
When we did a while back, we watched the Jericho scene.
Oh yeah!
And it was KB's birthday.
It was my birthday.
And we made pudding cake.
Oh my gosh.
Because we thought that was a very like Jericho's-ish dessert.
It's delicious.
And it's like cake, but just like really soft.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I like that too. There's a lot of desserts. She says, Otaku graduates, my fave merch of all time was me wearing Power Rangers costume for fancy dressing class. Oh, that's cute.
Nice.
That's real cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish that you all lived close by. We'd like drive by and give you some cupcakes.
Right?
Because we were like, let's make some cupcakes. Yeah, so we made a whole dozen cupcakes, and then we are only eating 2. Like, we gave some to your grandma.
Yeah, Grandma got some.
Yeah.
It was pretty decadent, though.
My mom doesn't eat anything sweet.
It's just us.
She might, but not usually. Back in a bit, need a drink.
Get a drink!
Yeah.
All that by Kate stuff made you thirsty, huh?
Mm.
She drinks.
I can put my hair back now.
Oh, yeah, you
But I
can.
did just have a sweet cupcake. So, need to have some water.
I also really liked the Froyo birthday cake, too. That was really
I love my soft desserts. When I eat ice cream, I always leave it out for a little bit so I can stop. Me too. I like the melty part. When we have we share a lot of stuff.
We do.
And my mom's always like, you two share so much.
Yeah.
But we'll go out and get like soft serve ice cream, and I always want the melty part. Yeah, I live in India, so it's hard. Yeah, we can't exactly drive over and bring you some cupcakes. So yeah, but the intention is there. Sending cupcake thoughts, y'all.
Yes, absolutely.
If anything, we can freeze them for a little bit.
Yeah.
We have our anniversary coming up.
We do.
Our wedding anniversary.
Yeah, we do.
So,
That'll be fun.
And the place that made we had cupcakes for our wedding instead of having like one big cake.
We had
like a tower of cupcakes,
and then there was one like.
Which we like because we could get different kinds, and then people could get what they wanted,
and there
pick
was,
what they
because of the
wanted.
gluten-free thing, we had like a slab on the top, and that was like the gluten-free. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that cake was so good.
That was so we had ours. We had like a cake that we could cut into it at the top tier, and the rest were cupcakes around it. And yeah, unfortunately, that place is no longer open.
Shut it down.
Yeah, the pandemic shut it down. I will buy and have it.
Aww,
Watching your video tomorrow.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is gone, unfortunately. But that was really one thing we will say though. Our cake was late.
Oh yeah, they gave us a window. Like it could be here between this time and this time, and it was like no, it was like right at the end time. We're like, oh yeah, anytime and then, and like everyone's just waiting
for cake.
For the cake.
Where's the cake?
And we're like calling them. They came at the last second, you all. It was an interesting situation. Yeah. All right. Is there any Arcane merch that you've been eyeing but haven't gotten yet?
Oh my gosh.
You all know ours.
There's a lot now.
Ours is like in our wish list.
It says, "Oh wow, advanced happy wedding anniversary. How many years for you?" Oh my gosh.
5.
5 for marriage.
This will be our 5-year marriage anniversary. And then 9 we've been together. Yeah, so grateful. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's just so much. And that's the thing, right? So even more to unleash even more to merch as the show ended. So it's like there's a lot, okay? I really want Echo's pocket watch necklace. That thing is dope, okay? It like moves and it just looks really awesome. And the gauntlet as well for Vi.
Yeah.
I really want that non-official Caitlyn shirt. Because she's just it's just the work of art, okay?
It's just the work of art.
When you see me wearing it, you will know. I'll be like, yes.
The glowy jacket KB got and flaunted in the last stream.
Yes, that
was really cool.
Yeah, I love that thing. It's so comfortable, and yes, I really enjoy it. And what about you? What are you looking for? What do you want?
I would say there are 2 things that I want super badly.
2
pocket watch necklace too. Yeah,
that thing.
Those figures I showed you guys, I want those so badly.
Yes.
So for me, it's Black Milk has that dress with like the pilt over symbol.
Oh yeah, Black Milk's cool.
That one, and the other thing. Oh yeah, you want the jacket.
Oh yeah, the Vi. What do they call it? Pit fighter jacket. I think is what they're calling it. Yeah, that.
And then the other thing is the little figure Vi that they now have on Riot website. Like a little chibi Vi, so flipping cute.
There's a Caitlyn one.
They did not make a Caitlyn one. I think that they're gonna understand when the Caitlyn Vi stuff that they have, the stuff we did not expect to sell out has sold out quickly. Like it's not a jacket, it's like a zip up hoodie of Caitlyn and Vi at Hot Topic.
Is that still?
I think it's either all sold out or they have like 1 size left, which was like 2XL.
I don't. As far as official figures, Charlie, I think they have league figures. Well, they have the bookends that are Vi and Jang's bookends. Yeah. Those can be technically called figures.
Yeah.
Let me take.
And the other ones they have are from league.
Yeah. There's the one you really wanted. The Vi one, unlocked one. That huge Vi one.
Oh no, that's the other one. The unlocked ones they have a Caitlyn one.
Oh yeah.
But those are the league versions. And so are the one of her coming in like she's gonna punch with her gauntlet, and then it has Jinx on the other side. Yeah, they have those. They're 300 about a piece.
That's pretty not bad for their price though. Let's see
yeah, but they only have a Jinx versus Vi one.
I know there's no Caitlyn.
They don't have Caitlyn. Yeah, no so it's only the unlocked. Caitlyn unlocked.
You need a Caitlyn figure.
I do. I know.
They need a Caitlyn everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. They have display stuff too with those. Oh, Target! If y'all got Target, apparently BioWorld has Caitlyn merch though.
Right, they have just a sweatshirt.
It has
I was
a cupcake in the
You
front.
know what though? On their websites, they have other shirts that are not at Target.
Oh really?
If you go on their website, because I saw some.
Oh, they got another Arcane shirt with Vi
I saw
on it.
some Vi stuff. That's really cool.
So this is Hot Topic.
Hot Topic?
At Hot Topic.
That looks amazing.
I might have to get this one. I've wanted a Vi
What kind
shirt.
of fabric is it? I don't like the fabric that they've been using. Like, I really like the look of it. Some of their shirts. And I've been buying online, and then I go in the store and pick it up. And, like, Hot Topic, they have stuff that it's called, like, stonewashed or something like that, where it looks kind of like a reverse tie-dye. Like, it was a black
100%
shirt.
cotton.
A black shirt, and then they stonewash it. And a lot of the materials that they use, I love the look of tie-dye, but whenever I buy tie-dye stuff from the store,
That's a really cool shirt.
they tend to use this material that's
Welcome
just
back, Ginger
very
Cat.
like, it's kind of stiff and itchy. And I have a bunch of Hot Topic shirts that I thought were so cool, and I ordered them and went to pick them up at the store, and they have this, like, I think it's like acid wash, stone wash, one of those, where it's like dark with a little bit of like tie-dye-ish, white-ish look. And I just don't like the feel of those. And I think that that's what that shirt is.
It's already solding out.
It's already solding out.
Sold out. They don't have the sweatshirt anymore, babe.
They don't have it at all? The
Nope.
Caitlyn and Vi sweatshirt?
Nope, it's gone.
Oh, I can't with that.
That was...
I waited on that because I thought that the Riot stuff would sell out first, and now they're coming out with more of the Kate Vi shirts. I just realized that Kate Vi drawing I did for you guys, I drew Kate in a messy ponytail. Accidental foreshadowing. Oh yeah, she's behind the tree.
She's
so
like,
pretty.
Caitlyn.
She was that was kind of hidden, but now there's like just the tree in front of it.
Yep, it's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, so you can kind of see it back there behind the
I
little
know,
tree.
me too! I want that shirt!
Yeah, the shirt looks awesome.
Sold 100+ times today, last 48 hours!
I mean, have you seen how cute she looks in it, okay? Or, I mean, badass and cute.
Yeah.
Cute and badass. Both.
They don't have a
But
free
what I've
ship-
been
Oh,
thinking
they
about
don't ship
doing
to
is,
store?
like, taking...
They don't have a ship to store anywhere?
Ooh.
Damn, that was quick.
You want to know why usually that's the case is because they print to order. So that's why you can only have it shipped to your house.
Well, at least I can have shit to my house.
Yeah. Yep. But what I've been thinking of doing is, like, cutting out the graphics.
Oh, no, I can't have it shipped to my house.
Oh, no, you can't even do that?
Damn.
Maybe it's not available yet? Because
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not available yet. Maybe.
But why does it say a bunch of people bought it then?
I don't know, dude.
So confused.
I'm very confused myself.
Yeah. What I was thinking about doing is, like, cutting out, like, around the graphics and then sewing it onto, like, comfy shirts because I just, life's short and I'm not gonna live it wearing shirts that aren't comfy.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Which character in Arcane do you relate to the most?
Bye.
I would still say Caitlyn. I relate to some things about Jinx too, but not enough. I feel like I'm like somewhere between like maybe Powder. I could say I relate to Powder, but I still think I relate. I feel like I'm somewhere between Powder and Caitlyn. I'm definitely not as serious as Caitlyn is. Caitlyn does have like a little, you know, light sense of humor, but at
She
the
does
same
have her
time,
sense of humor, yeah.
I think like I make more jokes than her, and I think I'm a little more creative than her, like a Powder side. So I would say I'm just like in between the two. Yeah.
Let's see here.
You're trying to figure out the shirt situation?
No, I need to show the most beautiful Caitlyn shirt I have ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's not official.
It's not official, and I don't care. It's official artwork. It says tenacious, methodical, and determined. Okay.
You're like, she's like, why is Riot sitting on this?
Why?
Why aren't they selling this
They
shirt?
had a tweet at them, and they said they were not planning on it. So that's unfortunate for them. Not unfortunate for me though.
As much as I'm dying, I promise Ethan I'll resist buying anything else for myself until after Christmas/birthday. Apparently, I was very spoiled this year. Ooh. That's hard. That's a
I
hard
wonder if
agreement
Box
to
Lunch
make.
has that shirt.
It's just really hard, like this time of year, or this time of this year specifically.
Because there's just so much
Because-
Arcane merch.
They had 3 years to put out this cool merch, and they just sat on it and waited this
They
long
just sat
to
on it.
release everything at the same time.
That's how they roll, babe.
It's just not fun. It's not cute. It's not pleasant. The blue rose necklaces that they put those right when Act 3 came out. They released those. And for those of you who haven't checked Riot's merch page since Act 3 came out, they did put a bunch of new stuff on there. And the blue rose necklace, those are sold out.
What? No!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were sold out yesterday.
Are they retired? Let
I
me
believe they're
see.
retired.
I wish they would stop doing that crap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at their store now.
I feel like probably Kate, I live in a privileged world and I'm probably naive to the people that are really suffering, even though I really want to help. Aww.
Be back soon, it says, for the rose necklace.
Oh, so they're gonna have more.
Yep.
Ah,
They
that's
also
awesome.
sold out of the
Oh my gosh,
vibe
give me.
plushie, too.
Act 3 Kate is officially my fave. So that shirt is fire.
Right? Okay, so I'm gonna get that shirt because they're not gonna make that shirt. And I
Do you
just
want to send her the link?
Yes,
on,
I will send you the
on
link.
Facebook.
Apparently
Yeah.
the plush also sold out too. Be back soon.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, it didn't. That's something else.
Oh, the Vi plush. I just like the Vi plush is cute, but it comes from the world that she wasn't in, and that
Yeah.
just it
Oh,
twists,
the Jinx hoodies sold out. Be back soon.
twists my heart a little. Oh, the one that you have.
No, the hood.
Fishbone's hood.
Oh, the Fishbones hood.
That'll be back.
Got it. Mhm.
Heimer is officially retired.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Oh, the Jinx figure is out of stock. The cute one.
Oh, okay. The little.
Oh, the Vi Bunny's retired!
We have one. It's over your head.
Want to grab it? So Charlie, your Vi Bunny?
Yeah. I think everyone's seen it, but
I don't
Yeah.
know.
bye, bunny. It's worked so hard. It's retired now.
It wasn't retired last week.
I know.
Aren't
We
you
got
glad
one.
you got it?
I am glad I got it. Is the merch all released for Christmas? They did release it at least before Christmas, but I think it's all gonna be sold out by Christmas.
Yeah.
So what we're also waiting for that we ordered
Ooh,
and haven't
it's
gotten yet.
retired here, but I
It's
think
retired there, but
Rock
it's
Love
still
has
on Rock Love. So if anyone's looking for the gauntlet necklace, I did see it on Rock Love's website, but it is retired from. They also retired the jacket, the Vibe Pit Fighter jacket. They must have just sold
it. On
on
Riot?
here on Riot. They sold what they had, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah.
I summon. Oh, I see that. Shiza.
Have you found any Kate plushies yet? No.
No! I need to look at Etsy.
No.
I hope they make one. I want a Kate
Could
plushie.
Riot make one? Get it together,
Sure, they
Riot.
could. Will they? No, they won't. They want KB to suffer.
Yeah, so we got the Secret Lab chair, and we did get the skin, the Vi skin. We're waiting for that to come in December.
I'm expecting a Caitlyn skin eventually.
I would love for them to make it a Caitlyn skin.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you had that. Oh yeah, the
See?
Vi bunny.
I see. I didn't
You're
think so.
right. You are right. I was like, everyone knows. No.
No, not everyone knows.
Let's see. We went over this merch. Is there a place in the story that you would really like to visit?
Ooh. Ooh. Hmm.
I have one. The Firelights Hideout.
That would be
Wouldn't that
cool.
be so fun?
That would be cool.
Right? Even though I'd rather live in Piltover, I can go and visit.
You can go visit.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have one?
Oh my gosh.
Anyone
I
else?
can think about
Anyone
that one.
else?
Your questions, babe.
You like it?
Yes, I do. I like this Caitlyn training sticker too.
Would you? I have an idea that you could. Why do I have an idea for you? Is Caitlyn's home?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be interesting to see?
I would love to see Caitlyn.
They should have a tour of the
Yes, they
Kiraman
should.
Manor. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Anywhere else that'd be interesting?
I want to see stuff on Piltover. I think Piltover in itself is an interesting city since it's a city of
Yeah.
innovation, right? They've got all different kinds of
Mhm.
things. I love technology and love figuring things out, so that'd be cool to check out too.
Yeah.
I want to see Jinx's lab.
Oh. Let me see what else.
That means they must sell it with black milk then, right? Let me check black milk because now I'm like,
Well, we can answer this, kind of. Would you eat food from Jericho's? We need to say our version of food from Jericho's. I would eat one if it met my dietary needs.
yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of stuff you eat that met your dietary needs.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hell yeah, I'll eat whatever that is.
Cute Bunny, your new comfort plush. For when the TGL starts to hurt, right? Tell you guys another funny comment. Interested?
Uh-oh.
What happened?
The jacket's gone.
They took it off the website?
Mhm.
Aww.
I'm really sad about that. Really, guys?
We'll see if they end up bringing it back.
Wait, maybe...
I have seen them bring back restocks.
Wait. Currently out of stock, though. They will get more. It's just
Okay.
not showing up on... They're sold out of all sizes right now. So yeah, they did say... I think I signed up to be notified, but I'll do it again.
When Caitlyn was interrogating Singed and threatening to throw him in the lower levels of Stillwater, which I'm sure she banned because that's where Vi was locked up. That probably sounds accurate.
Yeah. Notifications registered.
Yeah.
So they will get more of it.
So you'll find out when
This
they
is
have that jacket.
completely like out of stock right now. They keep on saying this is selling fast, but none of this is sold out yet. The hoodie.
Well, I'm sure people are buying it though.
Yeah.
She's looking at Echoes.
Oh my gosh, I've got
Echo's hoodie.
someone with a Jinx wig wearing it now.
Oh, that's pretty cute. Show it.
That's the Echo hoodie that I like.
That's pretty cute.
And I want to get it.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I obviously wouldn't really want to do a Jinx cosplay, but I would do a Powder cosplay. That would be fun.
Cute little hairs.
Right? She has a little dongos.
Your dango.
Yeah.
You little dango.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
You have
cute.
to put the little lock
And I
of
like
eye color.
her. A lock of eye color. Yeah. Okay, let us know, you all. That question was, would you eat food from Jericho's?
I mean, it's probably good, right?
Well, I
Like,
said it's good.
well, yeah. I mean,
Her standards are maybe different than yours. KB is a big foodie.
I am a big foodie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had really good ramen over the weekend.
Mhm.
Oh, it was so good. We went to the mall to go pick up Jenny's Piltover sweater, and they had ramen, and food court food, whatever. But this was actually really good pork ramen.
We should have gotten a picture of that place. It looked so
Yeah,
cute.
it had like anime stuff.
It had
but,
anime, like all, like different anime. Like it had.
I got a picture of the ramen.
Oh yeah, you have a picture of the
But
ramen.
what I will say is that the noodles really, they were in-house noodles. Like they weren't instant like yucky noodles or whatever.
So Charlie says, then when Mbessa gives Singe the offer of being loyal to her, she said, or you can go to Caitlyn's dungeons. LOL. All the fans saying, I'm sure we all want to go to Caitlyn's dungeons.
For sure.
Nice.
All right, so this is what we got over the weekend. Jenny got an acai bowl, and I got that ramen, and oh my god, it was so good. It was with the tonkatsu with pork, and I love it. Lex says here, have you ever seen my marvelous room? No, Lex, that's on the list. I know we know it's got some kind of connection to the Gap world.
That's a nice hoodie, right? It's on Black Milk. It's the Echo hoodie on Black Milk clothing.
Yeah, I want to get that one too. I thought that one was gonna sell out first, but I'm still waiting. But it has not sold out. The Vi jacket has sold out twice now, all sizes. Let's see. Ginger Cat says perhaps Caitlyn has that floor of the prison reserved for when she wants time alone with Vi. I mean, you know what? We don't know.
I would like to think that.
I'd like to think that too. I would love to think that actually. Hell to the yes.
Right.
Absolutely. The whole floor.
You're like, take me to Caitlyn's prison. Take me there faster.
Nah, it's her dungeon.
Dungeon. Oh.
Caitlyn's dungeon.
Oh yeah, Caitlyn's dungeon.
Yeah.
Yes.
That ramen was really good though.
Yeah. So like, it had Naruto on one side. It had One Piece.
Yeah.
Like
it had all different like anime, like manga, colored manga pages on It was just really nice.
Mhm.
And they technically did have something you could have, but with no sauce.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
like,
like I don't really want to eat food without sauce.
Jericho's.
I
is
don't
a
know what
place
Jericho's
that
is.
is in Arcane. It's in Zaun, and it's, you know, it looks questionable, but hey, it's probably yummy.
Funny as that is, not sure if I was eager to revisit that place. Probably not.
Probably
No.
not.
Mhm.
But let's all say that they met in prison, so, you know, fond memories of the first meeting. The Undershe's gonna eat you alive.
Are you offering?
Nice.
Yeah, so
I mean,
So what Jericho's is? So in Arcane,
it's food.
yeah,
place.
there's like a place in the Undercity where they have, it's like a lot of seafood, and it looks very like
questionable.
greasy, I guess is the best word.
But
And it has like a
it.
messy sauce all over it, and she goes in with her hand and is like,
And Caitlin's just kind of like, no, I'm not here for this. Do this slop.
Nice bit. Yeah, so that's what that is. Mm-hmm.
I think if there was food you could eat there, you would eat there.
Yeah.
Charlie says, one thing I like with the prison parallel, when they first met, it was all dark and gloomy, but when they were intimate, it was warm and full of light. Exactly!
Oh, I'll have to watch for that.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, you gotta rewatch the scene.
I loved that it was a repeat, because I just remember, and you probably remember this, Charlie, we made a short of me screaming when like Vi's there and she turns around and she's like, who the hell are you? And I'm like, ah! And so to have that paralleled again in season 2, I was already very excited to see that moment and like, it's a throwback. Do you like Vi's short hair or long hair better?
Short.
Short. I liked her short hair
Obviously, because I like short hair.
too. You like short hair on you.
On
and
me
you like,
anyway.
yeah.
And, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I liked her short hair too.
I know why they went that road, because they're like, it's the new characters. But, yeah.
The voice though.
Yeah.
We must do this for the new character.
No offense to anyone who likes League. I mess with one of my friends, she's a League player, and I call it League of Legends.
League of Legends.
We play some League of Legends. She hates it, but it's fun for me.
Is that Kat? She's like, shut up, bitch.
That.
Our
She's
friend
like,
Kat,
it's not
like,
League of Legends. I'm like, it's League of
like,
Legends. You just said it.
bitch.
Future Cat says, Caitlin's dungeon full of home comforts.
Ooh!
Exactly!
Vi, the home
Home
comforts.
comforts. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Spruce it up. It's fine.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
Oh my goodness. Alright, next question. Did you cry watching the series?
Oh, hell yes!
You all know our answer.
Oh,
You
hell
all
yes!
know.
I don't know how you couldn't. Okay?
Mhm.
Like, even if you're not the fan of this season, I think you would still shed some tears, because, like, just the emotion. I mean, hell, I was crying the first episode, okay? They had to just show Cassandra. I'm reliving that right now.
Aw.
I was so sad.
Mhm.
Why'd you pull a Disney move?
Mm.
I don't like that.
No.
Also, why didn't we see any more of Caitlin's dad? We saw him once. And
I
then
was just
Caitlin-
like wanting Vi out
and
of
then
there.
Caitlin, like, asked Maddie to go check on him, but we never saw him again. Charlie said it was such a copy of their first meeting. Caitlin walking up to her cell while Vi punches a wall. Her outburst after Jinx walked away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how she deals with it.
Mhm.
Just punch the wall.
She has some feelings,
She
okay?
has some feelings.
She just has some
And
feelings.
there's the walls there, you know?
Yeah, she has a prison wall.
Prison wall.
She has strong fists.
Oh, also, we got to see Vi's hands unwrapped.
Oh,
I know a
yeah.
lot of people are excited about that because they've been
Oh.
wrapped such a long time. There's one person who was like, I think 6 pages of whatever, and I'm like, that's a lot of stuff.
They wrote 6 pages about Vi's hands being unwrapped. That's some.
That's something they
dedication.
really wanted to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Caitlin unwrapped them, you know?
Mhm.
I like how Vi wakes up in Caitlin's bed. That was nice. I also, like, she just laying there and just chilling. It's like, oh, this is really comfy. See, she still ended up in Caitlin's bed, you know?
Yeah. Let me see. I want to know if you all cried.
I mean, I think most people that watched it cried, okay? And I think if you didn't, you're just in denial.
You're in denial.
I have a river I can sell you.
They're like, there was just some dust in the room.
It's just some dust!
You want to know, like,
quite dusty.
we usually, like, after we film the video, we take the picture for the thumbnail, right? And KB was so excited, anxious, ready to watch the next part that I was like, okay, now I have to take the thumbnail. When we were watching Act 3 of Arcane, she was like, no. She's like, we need to watch the next part. I need to know what's gonna happen next. So she would, like, not allow our process of taking a break to take the picture of the thumbnail, okay? And then after we watched the whole Act 3, then we're like, oh, we need to make thumbnails now. And because KB was crying, her Vi on her cheek, we didn't notice, but it was nearly gone. So all of the thumbnail pictures have, like, a really faded Vi on her cheek because she was crying and wiping the tears away.
Charlie says, one thing that brings me comfort, Vi probably has horrible memories of being beaten in prison by the gods, but being intimate with Kate in a prison cell is now replacing those horrible flashbacks with warm, loving, and fresh memories with someone that she loved. Absolutely.
I agree.
Ginger Cat says, I'm sure Caitlin can think of ways to have Vi in her dungeon.
Yeah!
I mean, come on now.
No, I do think that, and a lot of people are complaining about the location.
Oh, a lot of people are mad about that because of Vi's trauma.
Sealing the deal.
Like,
I saw someone make a post like they sealed the deal, and I don't know if any of you all watched Homestar Runner or Strong Bad, but there was an episode where he like sealed put in a little cash to seal the deal, and I totally could not get him saying that out of my head. Anyway, yeah, so
yeah, a lot of people
I
are
agree
upset
with you,
about it.
Charlie. To me, I thought it was healing. I thought that
Yeah.
she is this person who has all of these bad experiences and bad memories of Stillwater and what the enforcers were like there. And now here in comes Caitlin, who just defies the stereotype in Vi's mind of these like mean, nasty enforcers. And that was just, yeah, I think it was very healing. Really beautiful.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mhm.
And, you know, the thing about it is Caitlin had them looks if I was over. It was done. All right?
That was that.
You go with her like this against the wall when she tells her that she's becoming predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And then she blows her hair and has just you can't, okay?
Yeah.
You can't, okay?
Yeah. And that's what I found really interesting. Another big
glorious.
complaint that I have seen was people who are upset about the tift between, oh, it's more than a tift between Piltover and Zahn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And the
that's a
war
big
that
one.
was on its way between Piltover and Zahn.
Yep.
And that then when Noxus came in, that the tift between Piltover and Zahn was pushed aside in favor of fighting Noxus. And to me, I found that number one very realistic, right? Like, here's these two smaller places that then another threat comes in. It's kind of like the relationship between siblings, right? Like, I can pick on my sibling, but when you come in, like, we're gonna team up against you. So I found that because it was considered the upper city and the undercity before. Yes, there are a lot of issues that need to be worked out and problems that need attention, but this was not a story of just that remaining. This is a story of like coming together. And if any, and that's one of the other things, is that people were really upset that Echo and Jinx didn't end up together, but Caitlyn and Vi did. And the fact is
a lot of people are mad
that
about
this is a story of someone from Piltover and someone from Zahn, and they're so different, but they see past those differences and find that common ground enough to be in a relationship together. And I think that that's just a representation of the bigger story here too.
Yeah, there's a lot like that people are not too pleased with. Obviously, they're not pleased about the location. They're not pleased about the whole thing, that they kind of feel like that feud with Zahn and Piltover. But here's the thing, a bigger threat is on its way. Not only is it freaking Noxus, it was also Shimmerfied Noxus and Victor's robot. I mean, it was a lot more involved with that. So I kind of like, some people are just really mad about it. And I'm like, well, I mean, they have one season left, right? They have to do what their story is. And there's going to be things you like and things you don't like. It's going to how it's going to be, right? Because there are people that wanted a certain way and didn't get that. And it's like, I mean, what we got was really good. Charlie says, I'll be honest, I was dreaming of a parallel to when Maddie is smooching up to her in bed with Kate's cold rejection. Then later on, Vi's doing the same thing, but this time Caitlyn reciprocates and leans into the touch. Yeah.
They belong together.
Yeah.
People were not happy that we put that as our thumbnail title.
No.
Or not them, but video title.
They didn't like
They
it
belong
at
together.
all. We got quite some interesting comments on that one alone.
We need a mug, K-Vi hater tears.
Yeah, for real. Like, the thing about it is, there's ships I don't like, right? But I don't go out of my way to bash on said ships or go after people that like said ships. I'm just like, whatever, you like what you like, right?
Yeah.
I think people that just do that, they need to touch some grass or just find a hobby or something.
Or, here's a novel idea. Click off to a different video.
Yeah, that too. Like, because I know people, like, so a lot of people that I know some of them have, like, they either love this season or they hate this season. And for me, it's like, if I don't like something, I will give it a couple episodes and then I'm done, right? I won't continue watching it because I'm not enjoying it, right?
Yeah.
So we read this extremely long post last night about on Tumblr about this one individual whose life is completely destroyed, and expressed how it was destroyed because of the show. And it was one of those posts like, Arcane's ruined me, but in a bad way. And I was like, okay, let me read this. And then I read it, and I was reading it out loud, and I just couldn't believe some of the things that were being said here. I'm like, really? Why'd you keep watching this if it affected you that bad? Like, I don't know, dude. There's some stuff I don't like, and I'm just kind of like, whatever. The stuff in, like, Sheer I didn't like, and I'm like, whatever. I still enjoyed the stuff, you know? It's just...
I think it just depends on what you're looking for, right?
Right.
I think most people, like, go into a situation either looking for things to like about it or looking for things to dislike about it. And that's why we all know those people who are just, like, really grumpy all the time. Because they're always looking for something to criticize.
It's true.
They're always putting others down. Or maybe they're always putting themselves down. And I think whatever attitude you bring into something, like, that's what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that too. Because even when that happened in Ruby, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, so excited.
When what happened?
When stuff happened in Ruby with two characters.
Stuff that you weren't happy about?
I was happy about.
Stuff that you were happy about.
But there are people that were just like, that's toxic.
When
That's
a girl
awful.
ship happened, you mean? A girl ship.
Bad stuff is always.
Yeah,
and
people
I'm
were
just
really
like,
mad. Yeah.
That shouldn't be that way. It's so toxic. It's so this.
You're
It's
like,
so that.
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
canon now.
It's canon.
It's canon now.
And
You
it
can't
was done-
deny
and
it any
wa-
longer.
And it was going to be canon. Oh, yeah, the very good friends. No, I've seen people still deny Kane Vi. Like, oh, they're just really good friends. And I'm just like, at what point do you stop denying? Like, what point do you get, you know? Because obviously we knew they were going to end up together. It's obvious, right? And it hadn't happened yet in season 1 because there wasn't time for it. They didn't want to put it yet.
Yeah.
It's like, really, guys? Ginger Cat says, with such a threat approaching, Vi and Caitlyn were making the most of whatever moments they could find out. Not worrying about location. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And again, they kissed in the sewer.
Like,
first.
that's just the style. They have a very adventurous relationship.
Their first kiss was
They're
in the
both
sewer.
total badasses, so they're in these situations where they're, like, going on missions, fighting people, all of this. That's just the nature of their relationship. Yeah, 'cause I can get emotionally invested in some shows like Arcane, but I don't let it affect my personal life, especially being a mother.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can enjoy something, or maybe something destroys you and you just need a break from it.
Yeah.
But some people just crave that, right? I also feel like if these people had, like, an abundance come at them, they would still be not happy. They'd still be
Like a lot of stuff they like.
Yeah.
I mean, they had suddenly, like, exactly what they wanted. They
had the show
find
exactly.
something.
Okay, so
they're like, why is this so perfect? What's the problem with it?
well, it's like there was a game that came out in I think it was like 2014, something. It was called Wild Sad. I am sad about this game being over. This was an online MMORPG. It was amazing, and it was by Carbine Studios. They listened to the community. The community asked for this, a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
And when they gave these things, like, they said, oh, this is too hard now. Oh, I don't actually want to have to earn my way into these raids and things like that. That's what they asked for. They asked, and they gave them so much, and
And the sad thing about it is
so they listen to all these
they
requests.
listen to all the requests and they put them in.
Mm-hmm.
And the sad thing about it is that this game would still be alive had they not done that.
Mm.
Because the problem is that the community would not play anymore because they were mad that they had to get renowned to enter raids. They were mad the dungeons were hard, they were just handed gear. You asked for this.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're given the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of people asked for it, and I obviously didn't, I was enjoying the game, and they shut it down. It went free to play, and then they shut it down, and I to this day mourn that game. Because that game was amazing,
Mm-hmm.
and like had so much potential, and it just got destroyed because this community really just, they say they wanted this, they got exactly what they wanted, and it wasn't really what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wait, but you wanted this. I never did. I would always vote against that. I'm like, we don't need that, you know? Let's see. Charlie says, my K-Vice ship being canon is gonna keep me happily occupied until season 7 of Dragon Prince comes out on the 9th. I'm sorry, hold up. Says season 7.
Yeah, we're way behind.
There's 7 seasons
We're
of Dragon Prince.
way behind.
There's this many seasons of Dragon Prince.
We're very behind.
How the heck is there that many? We're that behind? We
Yeah.
gotta start watching. I really want to see what's going on with that. I remember when
Yeah.
it first came out and I was like, ooh, this is really good.
Ooh.
So, yeah. What? Also the 19th of December? Wow.
Mm.
Yep.
Coming soon. You all. So I am a big fan of, obviously, Arcane. And also, I'm a huge fan of Cobra Kai.
I knew you were gonna say Cobra Kai.
I was so pleased when I went to get on Netflix and it had the top 2 shows on Netflix were Cobra Kai and Arcane. I was like, life is good.
Yep.
Life is so good.
Actually, what is taking... Arcane's number 2 right now, actually. I want to see what's taking its spot for number 1.
Yeah.
Because I always get surprised when that gets... Yeah, the Light surprise, too.
Okay, Light. Light is like, how dare it?
I know, right?
Okay, while you look that up, I'll see what my next question is.
Your question.
Who is your character crush?
Caitlyn.
Mine's bi. Mine's bi.
Caitlyn, but Mel's a close second. Mel is just, damn, girl. She's
lovely. But I don't crush on. I don't crush on Mel. I just think that she looks really beautiful.
I mean,
Yes, yep, it's true. Keep up, girls. Yeah, we're super behind. I haven't watched much of it. KB was watching it before I started, so she was fairly further ahead.
I just think Mel's really pretty.
Let's see.
Arcane's number 3 now. Number 1 is The Cold Case Who Killed... Oh, it's a cold case. I like those.
Oh.
The second one is Man on the Inside. Then Arcane. Then The Empress.
Oh.
Then AP Bio. Actually, I started watching that where you were at your... with your mom for the show last week.
Okay.
I was like, what is this? Cobra Kai is 6. Rhythm Flow is 7. Outer Banks is now 8. Our Oceans is number 9. And 10 is 900 Days with
Ginger Cat says, yep, it's the final season of Dragon Prince, I think. Oh,
what? Okay.
it's coming to an end.
Pantheon is out!
Yeah, we've been meaning
Oh
to
my
watch
gosh,
that.
I want to see this.
I think
Pantheon.
I mentioned that last night, but we haven't got into it yet.
Right.
Have either of you seen it?
No, Caitlin's my
Next question.
number one crush though.
Which hits pretty hard at this point. Hextech or Shimmer?
Oof.
I think Hextech for me.
You still think Hextech, even though Hextech causing all those issues to Echo's beloved tree?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know about Shimmer. Shimmer seems like a painful injection.
Yeah, that's true. I think that, like, obviously both have bad applications and good applications.
Well, we also know that Shimmer comes from Rio, which is really upsetting in itself. But also we know Hextech is dangerous too.
The woman, it goes Vi, and then Caitlyn, and then Mel, then Jinx.
Ooh, Jinx!
Ah, interesting.
I did think that Powder was adorable in the AU. I was enjoying her cute little dango head.
She's very cute. Yeah.
Yeah. Caitlyn, though, woo! I guess I'm gonna go. Well, I'll go Hextech.
Season 2, Mel was just too badass for words.
Season 2 Mel was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, Season 2 Mel is so intelligent, so pretty, so strong, right? And just such a wolf and a fox.
A wolf and a fox.
Yeah, dude, I want to see Mel cosplayers, man. I'm hoping with all of the different Caitlyn outfits that there'll be more Caitlyn cosplayers, man.
Yeah, there could be.
Because there's just so many, so many outfits she can wear.
Yeah.
So many.
Yep. Who is your favorite character overall?
Caitlyn.
Bye. Let us know you all.
That's easy, babe. I'm not being thrown at all right now. My favorite character.
Yeah.
Cupcake. Always.
Yeah. Let's see. What would you want them to make next?
Okay, I've talked about this before. I'll talk about this again. I know they're going to be continuing in the league stuff. I would love KDA.
KDA.
I want KDA or Star Guardians, which also has KDA people.
We haven't watched Star Guardians. We've seen them, like the different characters, but they have
anime style
a
Star Guardians would
cinematic.
be so great.
Yeah, that we have been meaning to watch. So as we kind of wind down toward the end of the year, we will probably have some chance to watch things like that. Some of the
Charlie
videos.
says, did you guys notice when Mel ricocheted the bullet that was meant to kill Kate, he deliberately put the shield around Maddie so that it definitely hit her no matter what? Yes. Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't know if y'all noticed this, where Maddie was going to shoot Caitlyn. It was not in the head. It was going to be in the neck, which means she would have suffered. When I had that realization, I didn't say it when we were watching it because I was trying to comprehend that she really wanted her to suffer that badly. I could not believe it for a second because I thought a small part of her really did want Caitlyn and like Caitlyn.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, girl, you just want to hit her in the neck and then she suffers. So no, I'm not okay with that.
I'm on Team Vi with Jenny. Bandwagon for redheads. Yeah.
I don't really am a redhead fan. But Caitlyn's a redhead. Caitlyn's a redhead would wreck me though. I'm good. She needs to stay brunette.
So next question I have is, what's your top recommendation for fans to check out next?
Man.
Actually, for Kate Vi shippers, I have a book that I read last year.
I thought you were going to say, for Kate Vi shippers, I have a book of options.
A book of options. That would be great. I did see I did see someone else make a list of recommendations and I screenshotted them.
Oh.
But this one I read earlier this year or last year on Kindle. Let me get, here's my library. Let me see what it was. Where is it? Library. Oh, here it is. It's called The Trick to Finding Love by Taryn. Let's see, Taryn Dallas. It's like hard to get the cover to show up.
The cover, just take a quick screenshot of it.
Oh, I can't in time. See, it like shows up and goes away.
If you close it out.
Does it show it in the beginning?
Charlie says, I did notice that Kate would have choked on her own blood. Evil little ginger.
The Trick to Finding Love. I told you about this one, but I read it on my own. So here's what it covers Katie's face. Here's what it looks like. And see, like, there's like this, and I forgot their names, but this character who has like the side of her head shaved. She's really cool. There was a nickname for the people who hang out in the catacombs of Paris, and she's one of them. So she knows her way around the catacombs. And then this other character is like I believe she's a college professor, and she's studying the catacombs, and she gets lost and runs into the other character who like knows her way all around and shows her around. And so to me, it really had a lot of the same qualities of this character who hangs out in the catacombs. She's a mechanic, so having someone who's like more of like a blue collar worker, very physical, and like maybe somewhat mask with the side of her head shaved, like showing around the other character who I think is a professor. Yeah, it's been a little bit clearly, so it might have been last year that I read that one. But I really liked it, and it had some of that same quality, right, of like people who come from different worlds. The other one is from Scotland. She's visiting Paris from Scotland, so she's like able to show her around and everything.
Charlie said,
did you also notice there was a single frame when Maddie fired her gun? There was a black and white shot of her with a sadistic grin. Girl was intensely grinning. She was excited to kill Caitlyn.
It was very short, but you could see it. And I really wanted to like Maddie when we first got to know her. I mean, she was so cute. Like, the whole thing went by. Well, how did you know it's on your face, right?
I really had high hopes, but at the same time, I'm like, why are they introducing this new character? And then when she ended up with Caitlyn, I'm like, I don't trust any of this.
I don't trust it
I
all.
want to enjoy this because, hello, it's huge that they have this kind of an opening. And then when we find out that she was gonna, like, when Caitlyn got knocked out first in that episode, I thought it was Ambessa. But then I was like, well, Ambessa's not gonna have those goggles on, so it was Maddie. And then I was like, oh no. And then when we said, oh, it's Ambessa, I'm like, yeah, but it's not just Ambessa. And then we see Maddie behind her with the gun. I'm like, oh, I did not trust you, and I wanted to. I was like, maybe you're all right. But then when she was eavesdropping and the look she was giving, I mean, the problem is that...
For me, again, no one in this world is innocent.
No.
Everyone has made a mistake.
But to be excited
and the fact that they didn't show her making mistakes that were harmful to others, I was like, that's unusual.
But what Ambessa said, too, right? Then you're just like, wait a second. Did Ambessa set this up? And again, the sadistic look on her face was just very...
So I found the other recommendations. They're none of them that I've read. Right, so like it's not me recommending, but in one of the sapphic groups I'm in, someone shared someone else's TikTok, Emily Sarah Arts, and she has these. This one is called Gear Breakers. Zoe Hannah Mituka, maybe that's how her name is said, but it says that it's a YA dystopian sci-fi mecha enemies to lovers war duology. So yeah, these are all recommendations for fans of Arcane. This one is called The Least We Can Do. Here's how it looks like. And it says, upper YA graphic novel dystopian. It's a graphic novel.
Graphic novels are good!
Systems set in the future UK. Butch and Femme. Oh, I love a good Butch and Femme story. Yes. And then upper YA fantasy, second chance. Hate to Love, Sky Pirates, magic systems, corruption, and class differences. Look at the front of it. Leading Aegis. Aegis? I don't know how to pronounce
Aegis
it.
or Aegis is one of the two.
Aegis.
I think it's Aegis.
Yeah. And then...
Well, wait, there's more.
The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri is a fantasy magic system reclaiming power, enemies to more, class difference, politics, monarchy, and trilogy.
I'll be real with you guys. I was hurting after episode 3's breakup, so seeing Maddie with Kate in the very next episode, I actually had to pause and walk away for a minute. They did that on purpose, right? They never they do these things on purpose all of the time.
Yeah, they're bringing forth emotions.
Yeah, they're bringing forth emotions, and I was like, oh, okay, and I'm like, that happens, and then of course time skip and stuff like that, because I'm like, wait, hair is longer. Like, what? Yeah, I understand that though, how people were upset about it. I can understand people being upset about it. I can't understand people hating on it because of it, because I'm like, hey, they weren't together, right?
Yeah.
Like, one could even argue they really weren't together before, they just had an intimate moment and then went to battle with Jinx and Savika.
Yeah.
And yeah, so... yeah, it was interesting because I was like, really, because I had a theory much early on before season 2 of if Caitlyn will be the one who would have someone maybe on the side, and I was like, can it be the Guardians girl? And I was like, the Guardians girl? And then it was not the Guardians girl. It was not the Guardians girl at all. I would have preferred that, but then would have had the big betrayal of Maddie, because the Guardians girl would never do something like that.
Right.
She was just like, tell me more.
That's true.
Yeah, that's it. I try to forget that sadistic look that Maddie had, because I was like, ugh, hurts my soul. But being able to visualize things is like, ugh, hurts my soul.
Oh, yeah.
Photogenic memory is not always a good thing.
Let's see.
What else you got? What else you got?
My next question is, in general, what other stories do you like?
Like, what do you mean? That's kind of broad.
It is broad.
I like enemies to lovers kind of stories, but I also like whodunits. Oh my goodness gracious. Not related to Arcane whatsoever. We've been watching Elementary, okay? Oh my gosh.
So good.
I love these kinds of shows, okay? It's also like 11 effing seasons or something, or 7 or something. It's a lot of seasons.
Yeah.
But it's so good. And Bee and Puppy Cat is such a nice, enjoyable watch.
That's what else we've been watching
too.
To decompress in between Arcane episodes.
Arcane.
Yeah, I really am excited about checking out that Pantheon. Let's see here.
No, it's all good. As soon as they reunited in Ep 6, and I saw the way Kate reacted to seeing Vi, I knew I had nothing to worry about.
You could tell in the scene with Maddie that Caitlin was like, okay, I'm done with this, right? But she's still trying to be sweet. So she's like, I have work to do, and then I'll come back later to bed, right? So she's still trying, but she's like, she's not Vi. She's not Vi. But Caitlin just needed someone, okay? You know, girls are supposed to be a dictator, a stressful life, and Bess is like basically in charge of everything. So I don't blame her for that. Let's see, what else I'm trying to think of what I'm also excited about. I do want to rewatch Voltron because it's been ages before it's
And I haven't watched it.
You haven't seen it. I want to rewatch that. We can watch it together. Apparently they're making a live action or something with Voltron, which I'm like, wait, really? Okay, interesting. I know it's live action of the show. It's not the show with Voltron. I would like to see that. I really can't wait for Madoka, but we have to wait till 2025.
Yeah, they delayed
Not
it.
only the anime, but the new game is delayed, and I'm just like,
wow.
let's see what other stories.
Not
I
the
like
game
whodunits.
too.
That's a given.
Yeah.
That's obvious. I like whodunits. I like things that make you think, right?
Yeah.
I like stuff like
Sucker
Sucker
Punch.
Punch.
I knew you were gonna bring that up. I like Sucker Punch too.
It was so good. So I
Yeah.
like stuff like that. I do want to watch Dragon Prince.
I'm always interested too in the League of Legends novel. There's a story, and I'm like, what is in that story? I haven't gotten around to reading it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, what else? Mysteries are good. I like angst, but, you know, just like a little bit sometimes. Sometimes when you get so much angst, you're just like...
Blink, blink.
Yeah, that.
Blink, blink. Yeah.
Fantasy. Fantasy's good.
Fantasy in general.
I like
yeah.
adventure.
Let's see. If there were more to Arcane, what story would you like explored?
I really want Mel's story explored.
Oh.
I want to know more about her. I want to know how this happened. It would be neat if we could see Mbessa when she was younger. Because then we can see how this all happened.
Yeah.
Who Mbessa was with. Right? Honestly, too, though, I really want to see what's up with Savika. I just kind of feel like I have some complaints on season 2, and one of them to me, I kind of think that Savika was more of an afterthought in Act 3. She had no lines. She was there. And she like shook her head and walked away when they wanted everyone to join forces. Now she's part of the council. Where is her voice? Did something happen to her? Does anyone know? Asks Amanda Overton. Do you know what happened to Savika?
Tweets her at
at her. Like, what happened?
I have Twitter now.
Yeah, you do have Twitter. I have Twitter too because I had to have one but I've never used it. They were like, you have to have Twitter for class. Me still has Twitter years later. When did we ever use it? Like, never.
Right.
I also would like, hear me out. I want a Cassandra story. I want to see Cassandra in her youth. And Grayson.
Cassandra and Grayson.
That'd be actually kind of cute.
Cassandra
Grayson. Yes, I do.
Okay.
They're happily together.
They're happily
and whatever
together.
happens when you leave.
Oh my gosh.
Sleeping Beauty hack anyone?
Shipping like it's your job.
It is my job to ship. I have to steer these ships. Okay.
Get to steer the ships.
What about you? What do you want to have happen next? What would you like to explore?
So, and actually
Ginger
we were
Cat
talking.
says Mel's story sounds interesting.
Yeah. Do you want to read?
Charlie says, do we know the time frame between the end of Act 2 and when Vi woke up in Kate's bed? Her hair was longer and the black in her hair was gone, so she was unconscious for a while. Could be. I heard the interesting theory that Caitlin bathed her and washed the black out of her hair because, an angry oil slick.
Who's to say she didn't?
Who's to say she didn't?
Yeah.
She tenderly took care of her.
So actually, and we were talking with the girl that we met at the razor store about what could come next.
There was no Seraphine.
Yeah, she was talking about Seraphine too.
I was hoping she would have made a cameo.
And that Seraphine is from Zon, which we didn't know.
I had no idea Seraphine
we
was
didn't
from
know
Zon.
she was from Zon. Yeah.
I was hoping she would show up as a cameo, but Riot's like, nah. Maybe in KDA.
You want to read the next one?
Charlie says, one of my fave scenes with Jinx is when they're breaking into Stillwater. Her whole thing with that enforcer was hilarious.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my pants? I know, right?
The circus tent.
Happy
Circus. That was really funny.
I thought that was really good, too.
Yeah, she had some good lines.
Sage's daughter. I need to know. She's like the only thing in this world that still has like the Victor changed, right? So what's the deal with her?
Is she a lead character? Could be a lead
I saw
character.
people being resentful that Singe got to be happy after he caused all these problems.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the story gave us so much of showing both sides of everyone.
But that's how the story
That is just
works.
the circumstances, whether like the person ends up being a good person or a bad person or whatever role they
Singe
play.
wanted to save his daughter,
yeah.
and I can be like sympathize with that, right? We don't know how she died, and now she's some kind of golden whatever. Interesting. I wonder what her dealio is.
Yeah.
And all of these characters have like really bad stuff that happens to them. And that being said, I don't support what he did. Like what he did was very bad, especially with Vanda, dude. Losing Vander not once but twice really hurt my soul. Because I do think had Jace not interfered, that potentially Vander could have been at least saved somewhat and we could see them, but unfortunately, well, you know, it couldn't happen because Jace is like, I need to end everything! Because he promised Victor he would, which was very interesting in itself.
That was.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think it would be cool too to see like Vi's parents too, and Powder's parents. We never really, we saw the dad dead, but we've never seen the dad. We know he had red hair. That's it.
Yeah.
Just laying there dead. I thought that her mom though was amazing. Let's see. Charlie says when the guy tries to flirt with her and she flips him off with her prosthetic finger. I know. Hey, look at you, level 6. Yeah, I thought it was funny when she tried to flip off Savika and she couldn't, and then she built up, and then she's like, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Jinx
great.
had a lot of really fun stuff happening this season. That's why I was like, dang, okay. Alright, I like this.
I know.
I really like Shaman Jinx. We've had her for that long.
So one of the things that I would love to see, especially as a Sailor Moon fan, and we haven't watched the Star Guardian cinematic, but we've seen the characters.
Anime!
Would be like an anime style story of the Star Guardian.
That would be amazing.
And
a new mousepad would say
it
yes.
already has kind of a ship of Evelyn and Akali, right?
Yes.
So
basically like
a built-in ship. Yeah, Akali's got the game. A built-in ship.
A built-in ship. That would be cool.
Yeah, there's a lot they could do. It'll be interesting what they do next. But if they do go the Noxus route too, I would wonder if they would go to a younger Vesa. We'll have to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised she died. I am like very surprised because like Mel went in there and presumably saved her, and then she died, and then that's when we're like, wait a second, because Heimer I thought died too, but it was kind of hard to kind of figure that out because I'm like, wait, did he get vaporized or like where is he? But then you see Vesa dead, and you're like, that's a lead character.
SpaghettiOs!
Yeah, this does not bode well for our future of this.
No. I feel like that was a very like pull the rug from under our feet that way.
Yeah.
Then they basically like started killing lead characters, and you're like, no one's safe now. It's Game of Thrones.
I was not prepared for this. I was not prepared for this at all. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate.
Let's see what other. Oh, did you shared what you were interested already? Yeah.
There's a lot of
for me,
things
I
I'm
would like to
interested
see
in.
Star Guardian.
I had 5 things I think I said.
And Jinx is a Star Guardian too, so I think people would love to see her again.
Yeah.
Yeah, explored in a different setting.
What else you got?
Let's see. Favorite thing about Arcane.
Caitlin.
Bye.
Charlie says, I think people are taking her little squabble with Vi in the tunnel too seriously. I just saw 2 sisters taking jabs at each other and having a typical sibling fight. Isn't that what it was? I thought that's what it was. I mean, they're a little rougher because of how their nature, but I thought it was just that. I didn't think it was any more than a sibling squabble.
Oh.
Ginger Cat says, Jinx trying to use her missing finger was funny.
Yeah!
I know.
She's like, oh.
She's like,
you can't forget Caitlyn now.
Nope, sure can't. She sure did take that finger away.
And I remember, Charlie, that you were guessing beforehand. We were all guessing what could have happened to Jinx's finger, and you were guessing that she might have flipped Caitlyn off, and that Caitlyn then
that would have been
had done it.
So interesting.
So it's quite similar to that. Caitlyn did end up taking it,
but not because she flipped her off.
No.
Charlie says, anytime Vi and Jinx threw fists, they were always pulling punches because they subconsciously can never shoot her. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They were just having a sibling squabble. That just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And Jinx
I remember
is, like,
we were watching
her.
like a silly edit of Arcane, and it said like trying to get the remote from your sibling or something like that. And you're fighting your sibling for the remote, and it was that.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm like tumbling all over each other.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Is there anything Arcane inspired you to do?
Yeah, I need to get Vi Body.
Oh. Well, I think it already inspired several things for you.
Yep.
But I'm asking all of you what you were inspired to do. So, I mean, we have collective things that we were inspired to do because of Arcane.
That's true.
Like starting our channel. Obviously cosplaying Vi and Caitlyn.
Yep.
What else? Talking about them all the time.
I mean, I think it's so interesting, right? Because it kind of combines our worlds. I'm a gamer, right? You're not really so much a gamer. You will play games, but you're not a hardcore gamer like I am.
No.
So to find something that is so basically based off a game that you enjoy so much because of the storytelling and everything, it kind of like intertwines.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
It's interesting because like, and you're not the first person that's a gamer that I've been with. Obviously we've been together a long time, but there was like someone from even when I was like first turned 18. Then my best friend met through D&D and then was like, hey, there's a lesbian in my D&D group. You should talk to her.
This is exactly how this works, by the way.
Yeah, that's how.
It's how you know someone's.
That's how you start dating people. And she was a big gamer. I'm sure she still is. And I think that I end up with. I mean, I obviously, like, I'm not a gamer, but I'm in fandom, and I think there's just so much crossover between, I would consider myself more of a fan of, like, sci-fi, fantasy, romantasy, obviously anime and manga, and all of that, and I think that, like, just, like, geeking out over something, there's a big crossover between, like, geeking out over those things and then gamers. And I mean, a lot of games are in like the same kind of genres as movies or based on books. So I definitely can relate to like being a gamer. A lot of us, like I was back in the day, a big fan of X-Men, and my best, or like the movies. Yeah, the movies that came out back then. And my best friend and I would write ourselves into like X-Men fanfics and stuff like that. So I was a lot like in fandom culture, but then like a lot of those same series, like they'll make a game out of it, right? So there can be for sure like crossover.
X-Men has games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I used to play like like online role playing in forums and stuff like that for X-Men and like make my own character. That's a mutant.
That's really cute.
And stuff. But I think that a lot of gamers do stuff like that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's just like I'm a fan, but for me, like I'd rather watch a story played out than be that active in it. Because to me it just takes more effort to figure out like where to go and what to do. I like some games, and I used to be, growing up I was a big fan of Animorphs, and I played the Animorph video game. Yeah. And I completely like beat the game. I like played it nonstop.
That's cute.
And that was from a book series. So there's like, I like to read. Yeah. I like to watch like sci-fi movies.
You play WoW. I watched you play your little major character.
I played it because of you. KB
you still got the name Scroll.
She got me to play WoW for her birthday. And she's like, okay, we need to name your character. Yeah, my character was really cute. I made a cute girl.
She still exists.
She still exists. Apparently. Because I haven't seen her in a couple of years, at least.
At least a year.
At least a year.
I showed you her last year.
And then she says to me, what are you going to name the character? And I said, oh, name her Scroll. And KB's like, all right, I'll try, but there's no chance that kind of name is
It was available.
It was available.
Not only was I surprised,
the name Scroll.
My friends were surprised too, because we were all like, okay, there's no way she's gonna.
You know what, you all.
Check mark.
Like, that's why people who think positively get ahead.
It's true.
Because people who are just like, no, there's no way that you're gonna get it. Like, odds may be low, but I got the name Scroll for my WoW character.
You did,
okay?
But the reason I didn't think you'd have it is because someone else already had the name. Because I'm like, Scroll is like, hello.
Of course. You would think that someone would have that name.
Not so
but they didn't.
They didn't. And to this day, I'm still kind of like, look at my WoW character and like, wow. All right, let's see here.
No, just nope. I don't need to. Oh, I'm not entirely mad at Vi for smacking Aisha away. Like, Vi was angry and prone to violence at that point, and the little girl thought it was a good idea to bite her. I saw this thing, and I'm not mad at her either, that it said, the number of times Vi has smacked a little blue-haired girl was twice. It's not. Oh, if I had a nickel for every time that Vi slapped a blue-haired girl, I would have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's weird to happen twice. And I was just like, okay.
Right.
If Caitlyn was aiming to hit a finger, that was a great shot. She's an excellent shot. Charlie says, it was a reflex, and I could see immediately after Vi felt bad hurting her. Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's another thing Vi is getting a lot of hate for.
She literally was biting her.
She bit her!
If someone was biting me, I don't care who they are. I mean, I'm at least gonna try and shove them away and keep them away from me, because being bitten is just, no.
Yeah, when I was a little
kid... If you suddenly feel a bite on you, you're gonna... Like,
yeah, I was
swat that away.
When I was little, apparently I was teething. I bit my grandma, and she, by reflex, had smacked me, and my mom was upset. But I was like, well, it was very fair. I was biting.
Yeah,
I was like, I was teething.
Yeah,
for some reason.
Yeah,
I bit her, but I was little and I didn't know. But yeah, if someone bit me, I'd be like, off. Please don't do that. You know, I don't want to be bit. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to share about any games you have coming up that you're gonna play? I mean, we're also streaming to your channel, but then...
We're going to be playing Life is Strange.
Well, yeah, we are going to play that over on our
I know,
channel.
and I'm excited!
Yeah.
I'm so excited, okay? Like, I can't wait to hang out with Max again. And I know a lot of people either like her or don't like her.
Yeah.
And there's people that either hate this game or love this game. And for me, I'm just like, Max is back. And I cannot wait to jump in and hang out with her again. Because Max is the OG. I know some people have played Life is Strange in a different order. But she's the original, like, protagonist in Life is Strange. And to see her and how far she's come is just like... It's just gonna be so nostalgic.
Yeah.
It just brings back feelings. I'm excited, dude. Oh, so excited. I cannot wait. So excited!
Yeah. We were talking about wearing slouchy beanies when we play. We'll have to try and find them.
Yeah!
Because I have hats, but I don't know where I
slouchy
stored
beanies
them
while
away.
playing Life is Strange. Double exposure.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this is, like, you know, before you have to wait for Life is Strange chapters to come out. It's out. I don't know if they're making DLC for it, though. Charlie says, like, let's go. Bite the angry goth girl who is fresh out of a fighting pit. Sheesh.
Yeah,
Isha was going to do whatever it took to protect Jinx.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
One other thing that I wanted to talk about with Arcane was the fighting. The action scenes were so cool when we got to see all of the powers on display.
They upgraded.
Echo looked amazing.
They upgraded.
Jinx, amazing.
Upgraded.
Caitlyn, incredible. Vi, just wow. To see everyone in action, like,
they upgraded.
It was something else.
Like, you could take the action scenes from season 1 and compare them and just see how much more Fortiche developed this animation stuff. Someone had the audacity to say that the animation style of Arcane and Fortiche was inefficient. And I'm like...
You know what's inefficient?
That comment.
The time that you spent writing that comment that everyone's gonna disagree with.
Like, love or hate the show, the show itself is a work of art, okay? Like, it is beautiful. And to see all this animation and all of this be put into it, it's just amazing. It really is a masterpiece. And that's what I say. If you take away everything else and you just look at the work that they put into this, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And they upgraded a lot. Like, you can see a lot of the stuff. And then you look at season 1 and season 2, you're just like, damn. Like,
they said the kiss, right? They were talking about the kiss.
They said that they couldn't do it justice, and they couldn't do anything with Caitlyn and Vi in season 1 because they didn't feel like they'd be able to do it justice. And there wasn't enough time. So they really wanted to put everything into it when that happened. And you can see it. You're just like, damn. Also, you can see a lot more of Vi's freckles.
By the way, I've now finished watching Gap. Definitely a roller coaster. Yeah,
Gap the series.
I mean, I watched it that one time and I'm not planning to watch it again. I'm glad I watched it. There are details I'm sure I've forgotten, but I'm kind of okay with forgetting those
Charlie
details.
says, I like the argument between the sisters. Last chance to surrender. Go right ahead, fat hands.
Like, am I the only one who found that funny? Apparently in the game she calls her that, which is really funny. I like the callbacks to the games. For sure.
Not that we play it.
Not that we play it.
So speaking of games, you were talking about starting new games on your Twitch.
Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone's familiar with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic online game. It originally came out, I think it was in 2000 and, was it 10? I don't know. But anyway, that game is still actually around. It is free to play, but you also can pay for a subscription. Free to play stuff's a little bit limited. But I decided to re-download it, and I haven't played it in a long time, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it.
And I wanted to help you put together a cosplay.
Yeah, because I want to be I made like a dark side character. It's basically a Sith, but does good stuff, which I think is hilarious.
I want to see what your character looks like.
I will show you.
Yeah.
You might be like, oh, or you might be,
We'll have to see Film's reaction video to KB's character.
I will say the character creation unfortunately isn't as in-depth in some other games, and that's kind of like, it is what it is. Oh, speaking of games, I don't know if anyone's played Ion, but Ion 2 is coming out.
I have no idea what that
Ion
is, obviously.
Was a it's still around. It's a massive multiplayer online game, RPG. And the character creation in that, you literally can make any character from any show, any game, and make it look exactly like that character. That character creation was hella in-depth at the time.
Oh.
Ion 2, I think, is coming out next year, and I am like...
You know what's funny, y'all, is like KB pulled out some of her live journal that she had written way back when, and like if you think she says hella often now, like you said hella
a lot.
What were you, like a late teen, early?
I had that live journal at least since 2015.
Okay.
I updated it till. So,
oh, okay, 2015. Yeah. Okay.
I said a lot.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was later than I thought. I thought you had that when you were younger.
I had it when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
But I continued it into 2015.
You continued it till then. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I live journal is still alive and kicking.
Huh?
It's still around. I remember when I first had one, and I'm like, what is this thing? I'm like, oh, okay, I can express how I feel and stuff like that. That's cool.
I didn't really write anything much in live journal, but I was like in different, I don't know if you call them groups, and especially like yaoi groups and stuff like that, manga related. Oh yeah, I was in the Lolita community too.
I could see that.
Japanese EGL.
I could see that.
Briefly, and then I got bullied. It was so fun.
Who bullied you?
Like apparently that's the main reason that I left the Lolita community, is because
it's really like intense.
It's definitely intense.
Yeah.
It's like
who would bully you? I just don't see it.
The things that they were saying to you were really interesting.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, apparently there's a whole live journal. There was, I think, a whole live journal called Lolly F word.
Oh wow.
S at the end.
Oh,
and no. It must have been someone I know who posted my pictures there. Because I only posted those pictures to my personal.
Hang on, hold up. What the heck? That's terrible. Are you for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
I only posted those pictures.
That's cruel.
To my personal like Facebook accounts.
Oh, no.
And so only people who would have known me would have had those pictures, and they put them in the Lolly F words group.
Damn.
And like someone else told me that they had seen my pictures there and told me the stuff that they like said about me. I think it kind of prepared me though for like things like this, because I'm like, if people like bully me from our content, like been there. You know what I mean? Like,
I just think that it's one thing to bully someone, but it's like another thing to take like your pictures and post them in a very inappropriate situation. Your cat says, "I love how Sam and Mom ended up watching lions mating."
Yeah, that was something else.
And then Sam was
so
pointing
awkward.
at the sun says, "Yeah, that was so cute. Lick my head." Yeah. Charlie says, and also before that, you wouldn't last 1 second with all your ugly gadgets and chickens. Tricks. Ha! What about those over design? You didn't even design yourself. Like, I know.
Some mittens.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Lex. Yes, we were talking about Gap. We were talking about Star Wars. We're talking about Sith. We're talking about Jenny getting bullied, apparently, which they're lucky they didn't know me. That's not okay. No, I mean, that's like, bullying sucks in general, right? But when you go to the next level, in my opinion, and you take someone's, like, pictures online and put them on a very inappropriate group, that's like, what the heck is that? That's not acceptable.
Yeah.
Charlie says, and the look on Vi's face when Jinx slapped her, she was completely taken aback. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, because she's just like, did that really just happen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought that the sister fight was fine. And if people think that was taking it too far, that's just, whatever. People looking for anything to get mad about, right? With Arcane, right?
At this point, though, like, it is what it is,
Yeah.
right? Like, you can get mad about it, you can complain about it, but the full story is out, and there's no going back and changing it. So even if there's stuff that, like for me, the main thing that I didn't like was Caitlyn using her gun on Vi. But it's in there, and, like, I can say I don't like it, but it's still gonna be in there.
And then Caitlyn willingly used her gun on Vi because she told her to, and then she's like... Yeah, but you're gonna like it, you're gonna hate it. That's how it is, right? And there's some people that had so much stock in season 1 and they just kind of expected the same thing. But season 1 is like telling a story of characters. It's world building, right? It's gonna be much different in season 2, and that's why people are like, it didn't have the same exact story. Well, no, it's not going to. It's not going to. You're going to see these characters evolve in another way, right? So, yeah, just, you can't please everyone. You can't, right? There's no way you can please everyone. Someone's always going to be upset. That doesn't mean you should take it on the voice actors. Does not mean you should take it on the writers or the creators. You should not. But people just do that stuff now, so you just kind of shrug your shoulders and carry on. They shouldn't. They shouldn't, but they're going to. Because they feel like, I saw it go...
Katie wearing her pajama pants. We were joking that if she got up to use the bathroom or something, she'd be like, that's right.
They're comfy.
I have pajama pants on.
They're comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, it's just... But they really shouldn't do that. And then some people actually will not create again because of this, right? That's the problem. Now, Riot obviously is still going to do whatever they want. But people should just, figure something else out. Charlie says, and then later Caitlyn gets her in the face. I bet Vi's thinking, when the hell did those two get so strong? I mean, Ambessa's relationship with Caitlyn was very interesting, right? And she really did teach Caitlyn a lot. I loved the duel scene, right? The training of Caitlyn and Caitlyn in the outfit. That's another cosplay option!
We rewatched it. It was so cool. Yeah, I would totally cosplay that outfit.
Please do it.
Yeah.
Yes, can you cosplay it like yesterday?
I have to take another look at her stuff because I have a bow. I have a bow staff. I know it's just called a bow, but most people call it a bow staff.
Yeah.
But it's not this behind me. It's not like I have an actual.
Yeah, it's not your bow.
It looks like bamboo. That's the style I have. Actually, I have two bow staffs. I have the bamboo looking one, and then I have
you got the pretty one.
The pretty modern one.
Pretty
that's
one.
like pretty colors.
That's true.
Yeah, because I was interested in training in
and Ambessa telling
different
Caitlyn we are
styles.
kin, and I was like, ooh.
The bow. Yeah.
But Ambessa really did seem to care for Caitlyn, besides
did.
the manipulation game. Also, Mel was missing, right? And Caitlyn's mom was just taking a nap. She's listening to
I think she both cared about Caitlyn, but also saw her as a pawn. It was both.
Yeah, I agree with that. And
she's a complicated character.
I
was just so moved when I saw the way that she looked at her daughter.
I know.
I was like, oh, I can't stand Ambessa. And then she looks at her daughter with just such a motherly look.
Well, yeah, because Mel, at the end of the day, it's still her daughter.
Yeah.
Although Mel being like, you're not a Madeira, I was like, damn, Mel.
Yeah.
I feel really bad, though, because I didn't really... Ambessa did not need to die, right, in my opinion. I feel like they could have done something more with her character, especially when Mel has, her Avenger moments, right? Like, she's basically an Avenger now, okay, that's how she is. If they make her in the game, they should make her like that because she's great.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think the other characters, Heimer shouldn't have to have died either. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, Caitlyn. Charlie says, I'm at least thanking Ambessa for training Kate and turning her into the kid. Yes! I love watching that, and watching her hand to hand was just like, yes. Which is important because while Caitlyn is very good range, she needs to get better close to close combat as well.
So we have coming up, the Loyal Pin is ending, and we are doing a live stream, a members only live stream. We're going to talk about the Loyal Pin, and we're going to see if y'all can break my record of how many times I blush.
That's thought about December.
Yeah. It's nearly December.
It is nearly December.
So that's all coming up.
This
soon.
is insane.
Yeah.
We also can't watch Little Pin until I think it's December 1st. Which actually, I don't think you'll be here for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I will be. I'm coming back on Monday, and then so we can watch it, and then we have our members only chat on Tuesday.
Oh, I didn't know I had this.
Oh. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
We're like, I Our streaming software has other capabilities.
And let's see here. And during the battle, Caitlyn was both shooting at people and dodging spinny combat combos. Like, damn, I know! She's just wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
so cool
just amazing, okay? Get
And
you
her
a girl
fighting-
who's good at long range and close range.
That said, like, her fighting style is quite different from Vi's. You can
I
tell.
know!
Yeah. So it would be cool to see them sparring together or something like
That'd
that.
be
That'd
hot.
be really, yeah.
That'd be
That
hot.
would be, Gonna cry because I'm not a member.
Lex!
Well, you'll get to see the reaction to the loyal pin.
I know. I'm not prepared.
I don't know. I thought of, we can talk about this and decide. Because I thought about that we could dress up a little bit fancy for the loyal pin.
Fancy.
That'd be fun, right?
That would be fun.
Mhm.
The little pin's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna end
It
happy, but it's gonna take time to get there.
Mhm.
Especially with the preview, and
Mhm.
especially with her dad.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, not
Mm.
ready. But we can't watch it anyway until next week sometime. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be an emotional something or other. Hello, B.
Mhm.
Outside, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, there's just been like so much of just like emotionally driven stuff we've been watching
I know.
on and off camera. It's like
Yeah.
I'm still upset about Outer Banks. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Outer Banks was.
Do any of y'all watch Outer Banks? It's like they made a choice in this past season that I just was not okay with.
Nah.
I did not appreciate it.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Do not like it.
No.
Do not like it at all. That
That
being said, I'm not gonna make like a 6-paragraph essay as to why I do not like it.
Mm-hmm.
I got that kind of time, and even if I
Yeah.
did, I'm like, what is that gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Like says, I've seen too many clips. I feel like I've seen the whole episode at this point. Oh
Oh,
man,
the loyal
we
pin.
need to dodge it.
I haven't seen any, luckily.
We haven't seen any.
I've been dodging spoilers from that and from Life is Strange.
Life is Strange
Dodging
spoilers
hard.
is really like you gotta really dodge them. There's so
You
many
really
like
do.
even stuff that's got nothing to do with them. I have blocked or turned off notifications. Charlie says, I still think Vi is physically stronger. If they were to spot, I think Kate needs to be careful to dodge because we've seen before Vi's punching can take down a freaking building.
Yeah, that
Like said,
literally.
I will not talk about the clips I've seen. Though no spoilers. Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah, we appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Jenny. Unfortunately for Jenny, I was like, stay off of social media. Stay off of social media. And she got spoiled by certain things of certain shows. And I'm just like, can you not? We stay off social media when stuff's out.
Yeah, she lectures me.
I do!
Yeah, she does.
Because
I'm like, oh, I'm in a group for this, and what it is specifically, I think that you get on me about, and we're about to wrap up. But specifically, is like anime that has a manga out already. That happens often, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this anime. Let me join this group, and you're like, you know, there's a manga that probably goes way far ahead of what you've seen in the anime, and people are going to be talking about it in that group. So yeah, I get lectured.
she does get lectured.
I'm like, but it's interesting.
It comes with the territory. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But then she'll be like, I got spoiled. And I'll be like, what group was it? But it wasn't. It doesn't matter. We'll still talk about it. It's gay.
I think like being in GL groups like is the situation. Like when you're in GL groups, people are posting stuff from Arcane.
Yep.
People are posting, and like right after, like literally after we watched the steamy scene between Kate and Vi, like right after we wrapped up watching all those, I open my phone and I see people posting pictures from it into the GL. There's specifically one GL group I'm in, and like I get it. You've been waiting 3 years to see this happen, but people were like, "Oh my gosh, that literally just came out this morning!" Like. So anyway, luckily I didn't get spoiled for that one.
Yeah, that one. Charlie
Yeah.
says, I've been dodging Life is Strange spoiler alerts like you wouldn't believe. I found out the game I ordered isn't coming to my local store till late January. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna cry. Nearly 2:30 a.m., girl! You need sleep. Yeah, that's some dedication there, Charlie.
And just to forewarn you, we are going to be playing it on our gaming channel. So if
Yeah.
you don't want to get spoiled, like you might want to avoid our gaming channel because that's coming sometime soon.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Mhm.
I am so freaking excited because
Yeah.
for me, it's just like I knew about Life is Strange before we played it, but I never played it myself. And then we played it together.
Saw it. Like, there's someone I know who cosplays, and she cosplayed Rachel Amber. And so I'm like, I was showing you, remember, pictures, and I'm like, who is this character she's cosplaying? And she was like, oh, that's Life. She knew about it because it's a game. She's like, that's Life is Strange. And then the other place that I saw it was some of the videos where they did like side by side of like Kit and Vi and stuff with Max and Chloe, or they showed like there's like an aggro moment of Vi next to an aggro moment of Chloe, and some of those kind of things.
Like says, I don't really mind being spoiled myself, but I don't talk about it to other people unless I know for sure they don't mind if it. That's nice of you to do that. I've got friends of mine that like to spoil stuff, and I'm like, don't tell me.
And but sometimes I'll tell you about. Yeah, but sometimes I'll ask her. I'm like, do you want to know?
And I'm like, yeah, sure.
And a lot of times she doesn't mind.
But that's you ask.
Yeah, that's true.
I got a buddy of mine, and we both like similar things, and he'll like spoil himself, and then I'll watch it finally. He's like, oh, I already knew about them. I'm like, why did you spoil yourself? It's like, I didn't want to wait. Charlie says, who needs sleep? I needed to vent about my shit.
You know what? Maybe you'll sleep better now. That you've gotten it out of your system.
I know, especially because you couldn't be here last week. Last week was crazy. Act 2 was crazy. It's crazy that Arcane is over, though. Like, actually over.
I really, like, it is, I knew it was going to be a big transition. I think, like, ever since watching season 1, by the time that we watched it, already the teaser trailer was out of The Voices. And so, since watching season 1, we knew season 2 was coming right after. And there's been this excitement and anticipation. And it was kind of the state of waiting. It just, like, felt like a state of being, of waiting for Arcane. And now that season 2 is complete, it does feel like a big shift. Like, that kind of excitement, it is, like, tied up. And it's complete now. We have everything that we're gonna have of that story.
Ginger Cat says, it's so easy to spoil yourself when spoilers appear on sites that you don't expect things to be on. Yeah, it's true though. Like, I remember scrolling just a random whatever on Tumblr, and I'm like,
I think the situation too is like, for me it was a GL group, right, that people were posting a lot of Arcane stuff. They post High GL, they post Yuri, and like that's a good place to go and find out about series, and like see fan art and things like that. But then at the same time, like, yeah, if you're already involved in that series and interested in it, and then you see certain things, you're like, I definitely see people posting a lot of like, I'm in love with the villainous stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I did see someone in Tumblr's like, now we're at we're at Tuesday, yesterday, and they were like upset because they got spoiled for Arcane. I'm like, it's been out since Saturday at 3 a.m. our time, and if you haven't seen it yet, don't go on social media.
I have a friend coming over on Saturday who's watched it too. I'm going to a more out loud verbal vent to her.
Yeah. Woo! Yes, you do that verbal vent.
Yeah,
I think it's good to have people talk to him about it as well.
And that said, you all, like, if we're making a live stream about something else and you want to talk about Arcane, we are always interested in talking about Arcane. If we make a video about something else and you have something about Arcane you want to share, just drop it in. Drop it in those comments.
Just say it.
Because we are literally always interested in Arcane.
Yeah. It's true. It's wonderful.
We have had that happen, right? Where we have videos themed something else and then we just talk about Arcane most of the time.
It's true. Arcane is such a huge thing though, right? Especially for us, but in itself it's over and people still want to talk about it, and that's fine. You can always talk about Arcane. I mean, you can talk about what if theories, right? What could have been, or things you would have liked to have seen, and I always open up to that because it's cool to hear people's theories. Well, I like this one. I'm like, oh, I like that idea. Can we get like an Avengers spin-off? That'd be amazing. You know? Yeah, there's a lot. I'm excited for whatever they're gonna do next. We don't know what they're gonna exactly do next. We do know that they've been working. We do know one thing for certain that Christian mentioned. Oh, about a year they've been working on something already. Now, that being said, it could take some time for it to come out, because as we know, the first season took 6 years, and this one took 3 years, which is kind of crazy to think about. It's like, just yesterday made our channel.
Yeah.
But it's not. So whenever it comes out, we're going to be excited about it. We don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something special, because these characters, this world in itself, and they're going to have Fortiche, and I mean, anything that Fortiche touches, like, yes, please!
Yeah.
Fortiche themselves, they're just so amazing.
One last quick thing that we can talk about.
Did we get through all your list?
Yeah, we did get through the list. What about, and maybe KV can go on a slight rant about Jason Victor.
All right, here's the thing. You can ship whomever you want to
Yes.
ship.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
My problem is flooding Kate Vi with your Jason Victor stuff. My problem is comparing their thing and saying it was not as good or is better than the lesbian stuff. Okay? I don't like that. You can think that. But literally, if you go through the Kate Vi Tumblr specifically, they have those two. And then, what's more gay? What Caitlyn and Vi did or what they did? And I'm like, guys,
I saw that
keep
too.
it to your own tag. And other people that are Tumblr people on the Kate Vi have also said, please keep it out. And they said, well, we can't help it. That was more lesbians. And I'm just like, they're not lesbians. They're two dudes. There's a difference.
Two brotherly dudes.
Yeah, well,
the fact is that, especially as we were rewatching, and I mentioned this, my first time watching, I thought that Victor.
I did not.
I thought Victor and Jace were a thing.
I did
the
not.
way that they talked, and he was like,
I guess I
he's
could
like,
see how
oh,
you
but
could.
you're my partner.
Yeah.
And like they're very close.
Yeah.
And I think that like the standards may be. I mean, I know that there are American writers working on this, but I think that there might be standards of friendship that maybe are more represented of French. Like standards of friendship, whereas U.S. standards of friendship, like men are a little bit more hands off, other than wrestling and things like that. But the type of friendship that they showed was quite close.
Yeah.
So I literally thought when I first watched it, until Mel came around, that Jason Victor, I thought that they were a thing.
I did not.
Until I saw Jace with Mel, and then I was like, oh, okay. The things that happened in season 2, like I think that they're very shippable. I think they're shippable, but I do think that they see each other in like a more brotherly way.
Christian said it to himself that they're brothers.
Yeah.
But the problem I have is ship who you want to ship, but do not put it in the wrong tag.
Yeah,
that's
it's
my
frustrating.
problem. When I'm scrolling through Kate Vi,
Arcane
I
and Sailor Moon,
do not want to see
as long
Jason
as it's
Victor
not
stuff.
Mamoru, because people might go off.
I do not want
doesn't
to see
love Mamoru.
that. No, he's a piece of that's a stain on my screen.
Oh,
I just don't like it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But again, like when you're going through your happy gay time with Kate and Vi, you don't want to see J Vic. Charlie says, I was literally about to sign up, but the J Vic ran his nice last minute entertainment.
Yeah.
It's true! I am scrolling on my phone. Let me see right now on Tumblr, and I will show you the ridiculousness of this. I'm like, guys, you have your own effing tag. Like, could you stay out of the lesbians, please? And then they have the audacity to say that they are the lesbians, please. And I'm just like, I am not here for this.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm tired of them saying, what's more gay? This, what Kate and Vi have, or with the J Vic thing? And I'm like, my god.
Especially seeing like Milo and Clagger. Like it did remind me more of like when I was in Spain. How,
okay, why is this in here? Please don't put her in here too.
How men and like boys and men interact. Like you would see them walking down the street more with like an arm around her, like just physically closer.
The way that Clagger was looking at Milo, I was like, that's an interesting look.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, like American standards are different.
Okay, let me see.
I don't know if it's standards, but what we're used to.
Yeah, it's just
She's looking for
yeah, because I'm like, people are complaining, and I'm not trying to get on that bandwagon right now about things that don't make sense.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm really tired of it. Like, I don't care. They're like, oh, the guys won, and I'm like, no, that's not how this works. Get this crap out of my Tumblr feed, because I don't like it, and it makes no sense. But yeah, like I said, ship what you want. Just keep it out of the
Maybe they actually removed. She's still scrolling, looking for him.
Yeah, I'll find it because I saw it earlier this morning. I was like, let me look at my K5. Let's see.
Maybe we can get Thai food.
Oh, I would like some Thai food.
Yeah.
We haven't had Thai food in a little bit. But yeah, I don't care who people ship. I don't. It's just I don't like it in the wrong tags. Oh, that damn look. I can't with that look.
She got distracted by a picture of Caitlyn.
Because Caitlyn is amazing.
Oh, there's what does it say?
What does it even say, though? That's inappropriate.
What does it say? I'm 5'3".
Oh, it says Caitlyn. I'm 6'5", but I say I'm 6'1" to see the panic on the dude's face.
So wait, people are calling Jason Victor more gay than Kate and Vi?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Did they get any
Because of their cosmic moment.
Sewer kisses or steamy prison
No,
scenes?
they're calling that cosmic moment between them more gay. And I'm like, I
okay.
did not see that as gay.
Mm.
But obviously, it's not.
Like, I think it's shippable.
You can ship whoever
But it's
you
not
want.
canon.
But it's not canon, and it's not should not be in the Kate Vi stuff. And it's not more gay.
like, a nice new Kate Vi image. No.
No. Yeah, yeah, it's unfortunate, Charlie. Like I said, I was very surprised when I was looking at Kate Vi, and I'm like, wait, they have their own tag for these two. Why the heck is this in here? Because they're saying that they put not as much effort into Kate Vi as they did with those two, and I'm like, are we gonna have a fight? I think
Are we gonna have a
We're
fight?
gonna fight about this.
You're like, where are my gauntlets?
Where are my gauntlets? Yeah. So a lot of people write fan fiction.
Mm.
Oh, here it is.
Oh yeah.
Which is gayer? Being gay, they literally having sex, or whatever the F these two have going on. And it's a bunch of this! And I'm like...
Can we end on a happy
And then someone
note?
says
I'm
lesbian
suddenly
sex...
happy.
But this one person says, the lesbian sex is gayer. Can we stop making everything about 5 men for 5 minutes?
Still no news on the Akishiho anime!
That, to me,
At least we have
is very upsetting as well.
the wall scroll, okay? I was like,
Where's
I can't
my
believe
Akishiho
they
wall
released
scroll?
all
I didn't
that.
have an Akishiho wall scroll.
I can't believe that they released all that merch and then we're like, okay, we're just not gonna finish it.
I mean, the problem is that they were already having problems, right? It was supposed to come out last year on January. It didn't come out until, was it March or was something like that? And then they had to delay it a little bit, which sometimes happens with anime studios, things happen.
Yeah.
But then they decided to do other things, and at this moment, I don't know what's happening with it. I think they said they're switching studios again, which is not great. They have the stage show, which I really want to see, but could they just give us last 2 episodes, and then we never have to hear about this company again? Because apparently people are really upset because the company their studio that had it originally, just they weren't taking as good care of it, and they didn't really want to do it to begin with, and I'm like, well, then why are you doing it, right?
Yeah. So I want to end on a happy note, and
Charlie says, okay, I'm going to fall asleep over here. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Have a good night's rest, Charlie.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with us for so long.
I think that we should end with a Kate Vi cosplay kiss.
Yes! I must remove the glasses.
Remove your glasses.
I can't see anything right now.
Okay. Yay! Alright, y'all. We're gonna go eat some probably yummy Thai food.
I like a fish fillet.
Yeah, Trish Delay, we get to see ourselves kiss. Alright!
Hungry!
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Look forward to seeing you in the future videos this week.
Yes, we have some fun stuff to check out. I'm excited to check out Girls Rule!
Yeah!
And other really happy GL stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Happy GL stuff. I say happy, but it's probably going to be a lot of drama
Uh-huh.
to get to the happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
And we have a warning about Pluto.
Yep.
We have space issues.
Well, let's end on a happy note.
Yes!
Let's end on a happy note.
We will end a happy note. I thank you all for coming to hang out with us at our Arcane Party.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll catch up with you all next time.
Night night.
Laters.
Bye. Oh, I'm gonna